How we doing, people? How are we on this Easter Good Friday? Who we got? Oh, we've got loads of people. How are we doing? Including a new name that I haven't seen before. Kane. How are you all doing? Ali, by the way, messaged me earlier. He managed to get the avatar that I couldn't get for him last time Card Clash was the thing. I'm gutted I couldn't do it for him, but I'm really happy he managed to get it. It means nothing, but it's just one of those things that I'd have liked to have gotten for him. But listen, it is what it is. Ali, stop it. Please stop it. God, you. Why is it just Ali saying nice things about me? Why aren't you all saying nice things? Nice. This is really busy for start of a stream. Normally it takes a little while to cook into it. It's 1:28. Oh, Randy, come on, man. You can think of one nice thing to say about me. It's Eze here. Eze's here. Eze doesn't normally come on stream. He normally forgets about it. We were going to start the stream off checking out a couple of people's accounts. I think Chris has given us the wrong information. Chris is currently in Aruba, but I think he's given us some old account information because I get on his account, but there was like 5 accounts. None of them were what he wanted me to look at. So we're going to look at Clunky's account, but Clunky's putting his baby to bed. So we can't quite do that yet. So we're going to do some bits on the account. I'll show you what we're missing. Note, it's been fine, to be fair, dude. It's been fine. I've been doing thumbnails, to be fair, because we've got Clunky. We'll do yours right now, Clunks. We'll do yours now. And then you can go put your baby to bed in peace, my dude. Hold on. Got it. There you go. We'll jump on Clunkinator's right now. I obviously know that's not his name. It makes sense. And to be fair, there's so many messages popping up on the chat. We've normally got a vibrant chat. This is more than normal. I can't possibly read all of them. But hello to absolutely everyone. How is work this time of year? I saw that one, Ali. To be fair, after Christmas, it slows right down. Oh, Clunky, you don't have to do that, dude. And Randy gets it. Thanks, Clunky. But it started to pick up, which is good. But in England, we get Good Friday and Easter Monday off. But I work Saturday, so I'm still going to work tomorrow. But at least I get like a 4-day weekend. Kind of. Right. Let's do... Soul. Is that a new Soul or the original Soul? Because it looks different. I don't know why it looks different. Yeah, it's good. We can get we can go in Clunky's account. And then once we've done Clunky's account, we can check out, we can do the event. And then I can show you my account and what we've been doing on my account. And then show you the new account, do the Easter event, all that good stuff. And I know it's going to be Kay that's going to criticise me for this. Right? Kay is going to criticise because I've gone deep into the event because I need DT mats. That's the only reason I've done it. It's the only reason I've done it. So, Clunky. Now, Mr. Deuce. Deuce is in the building as well. How you doing, man? Mr. Baby Whale. So, no, it's not Americans only that celebrate Easter. Most of the Christian world celebrates Easter. I don't celebrate Easter, but I will partake in the occasional chocolate egg. And also, we get time off work. I'll be as Christian as I need to get that time off work. So, Clunky. Clunky's one of the OGs. Clunky's been here for a while, which is fantastic. And we've been on his account before. I did double check it out just before we went on stream. And Kay... bless you. And Kay... thanks, Kay. And Juice. Clunky had got quite far on with these Williams. So we're a couple months on. We're going to see how he's progressed. He's got some question about artifacts and void bosses. Void bosses isn't my area. I am going to deep dive that with Ben. And we're going to get a video done on it. So we're going to do that to help everyone out. Yeah, I remember when Clunky arrived too. Clunky was good. And Zarin, hey Zarin, how you doing? Zarin and Clunky were very close to each other because it was quite cool. And it was nice. There were two of the newer people that joined the stream, which is fantastic. So here's the account. Williams, Madeline, Wukong, Natalie, Queen, and then we've got a baby Melissa there. Heartwatcher, Olivia. I always like to see, particularly Olivia. Heartwatcher, people seem to be forgetting all the time. Let's check out the copy. Nice copy. For a B+, that's fantastic, to be fair. Madeline, Wukong. Let's check what artifacts, because you said you're... Oh, okay, to be fair. I just didn't recognise the anti-class. I was thinking, why have you got that? No, okay, I don't want you to gift. You don't have to gift for a crown, my brother. You don't have to do that. Well, you got demon bells and mirrors. Glittery crown. You scumbag. Not really, I'm joking. What else have you got? Lingering melody. Why are you striking with artifacts, dude? Your artifacts are perfect. That's on point to what you want. I love the fact that I'm seeing you use an anti-class artifact because it means you're using your brain. I presume you're stuck. The fact that this is a ranger artifact, I presume you're stuck with Valkyries. I'm just going to throw that out there and guess that. But artifact-wise, you're in the dream scenario. I mean, obviously, to be fair, what you might have meant is, where do you go from here? Because you've got all of the basic artifacts, which you have done. So I'm not a massive fan of making the Lingering Melody Splendid, personally, until a bit later on, especially if your main hero is not using it, which he's not. You've got a Williams, so that doesn't need to be Splendid. But I think you've got energy feed. Yeah, dude, you're fine. So next, well, it depends. I mean, the problem is, being a Williams account, VIP 6, baby VIP 6, being a Williams account and you haven't got Aspirin or anything, it means that Star Expedition probably isn't your jam. So I wouldn't worry about Scissors of Conviction, but you also haven't got many Origin artifacts. Have you got any chests? Loads of chests, but not the ones I'm looking for, which is fine. Because really, I suppose your account next is going to be Will of Winters, right? That's your next thing that you could look at doing, but you need Origin artifacts for that. I'm almost certain Snowheart doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't. It doesn't. So yeah, it's a hey Koji, how you doing, bro? Where are you in Void Campaign? Void Campagni, if you will. 7-4. Why have you gone for anti-ranger? Is it because you're trying to kill? This is a horrible wave. Do you know what? This is one of those waves. Everyone talks about Valkyrie and gusting waves, right? This is a brutal wave because the pings from the Queen and the Gaggy are absolutely nasty. The pings and the counterattacks. Betty, I never really find too much of a problem, and wall decks are also disgusting. So yeah, I'm surprised we're not winning still. I don't know what the best. Oh, okay, so you've got right. You did say that, to be fair, because you're going to DT Madeline next. We think, don't we? No. Oh, I forgot to swap it. Yeah, damn it. No, but I don't listen. Do you know what I really like, Clunky? Right. Obviously, you've realised that Queen's an absolute problem, so you've tried something different. There is nothing wrong with that because you don't know what's going to work. Because to be fair, the issue here is Queen and Gaggy, so if you can get one of them down, then that's half the battle, right? It is brutal, isn't it? Let's try him with a proper artifact. Oh, he's Robbie here. Eric, how you doing, brother? Oh, Samurai, listen, man. I was impressed with Eric last time with how far he'd got his account. And here's the other thing. He's got that far with a 20 million Williams, and it's not an A copy. Like, that's the crazy thing. To be fair, I'm going to assume we can't do it because otherwise you would have already done it, right? Have you got... Is the speed order in that correct? I'm presuming it is. Oh, tight. You want Madeline quicker than that. Why is she so slow? You want Madeline to be going after Queen or before Queen, as far as I'm aware. Like, you don't want her being... Wukong's too quick. Does it matter? I'm going to say it matters. Oh, how? Right, speed stone. Right, obviously, that's not an ideal stone, but we want to make him slower. We still need to make him slower. We'll get the attack attribute reduction off and see if that makes any difference, because ultimately if the Betty locks us down, she locks us down. We need Queen to be quicker. The Queen doesn't matter. To be fair, the Queen's not the end of the world. Yeah, we want her to be... We can make her quicker, so we will do. Right, so 2215, Natalie, Wukong, Madeline. In fact, I think that is spot on. Melissa, we're limited because she's not... Yeah, we're limited. No, Queen's always first, dude. Queen's always first. Because you want her to put Abyssal Corruption on, which means Wukong hits harder. And Madeline, you want to go second because you want her to do a Frantic Gluttony, which means that if you get her to go after Wukong, you're missing out on... Where is it? Am I being stupid? You're missing out on this. You're missing out on this. So you want Madeline to go really quick. You want her to have over 100 energy. You want Queen to go first with a Demon Bell, so she energy feeds Madeline to go over 100 energy. And then she goes, does her active, gives shields, Frantic Gluttony, etc. It makes Wukong, etc. hit harder, and everyone else hit harder. So that's, as far as I'm aware, that's correct. And yeah, and it makes sense, to be fair. Yeah, and that, do you know what, that's the thing. I think Clunky's done really, really well. That's if they're even going to hit, because I don't think they are. No. I think Clunky's done really, really well to get this far, right? The issue for him, and again, maybe I'm wrong with what I'm saying here, I don't think anyone's ever cleared, like, Chapter 8 without an A tier. It's just, like, the levels you have to be at. You'd have to have so higher Grimoire, etc. At that point, you would just naturally have an A tier. So, yeah, I think that's the big thing for Clunky's account. In fact, any account that's kind of got to this stage of the game is A tier. Single biggest upgrade. If you don't want to spend any more money on the game or you want to really tone it down, etc., I'm not recommending you go and buy SG, but I'm saying potentially look at doing that so you can get yourself one. Like Williams, you can pick up a beautiful copy for like 11, 12k SG, and then you're set, right? It literally doubles his power. Without it, you are really going to struggle. Right, we won't go too far because I think we're just going to be here otherwise. Clunky, you got 10k SG, you're waiting for 6. Yeah, listen, bro, that's going to make all the difference in the world, I promise you. Let's check your star spawns out. Max Whale, CIO offset, and you got Holy Damage building up. Because this is a September, you said to me September you started this account, right? Okay. So, in fact, I'm actually really surprised you've got this far in that period of time, because this is something that a lot of people ignore all the time. Obviously, you've done Glory Challenge, but let's see how far you've managed to get. Yeah, nice. Whose account was on the other day and they'd got to like 35 with a 20 mil? So basically the similar, but theirs was an 8 tier. It might have been Mark's. It might have been Mark's, and I was so surprised at how far he could get. Let's check out, where are you on resources? Oh yeah, you've got plenty. Oh, you've got plenty of that. You don't need soul symbols. Okay, you've spent on this event because you've got loads of treasure tickets. How far did you... Oh no, you didn't go that hard. Okay. Do you get... I bear in mind I've done an event review for it yesterday. I don't know how you've got so many of the treasure tickets. That's fine. Listen, to be fair, Clunky, it's such a nicely made up account. there isn't really any advice I could give you because you're doing everything correct. Madeline's DT next. Did you get this from Hollow? If you didn't get this from Hollow, just be careful. We don't really DT Queen unless you're using the free shards. Oh, with the CSG, of course it is. I completely forgot about that. Ah, Parasite. Nice, dude. Thank you, brother. Check you out. Nice. And it's nice. You've been around, you've stuck around for the last couple of weeks or so, haven't you? It's been nice to see someone, yeah. Come on, you irons. Dark Lance in the house. How are you, man? It's been a few weeks. Don't say Spurs. Oh, Parry, listen, and you don't let me make. You don't have to. I really do appreciate you. Thanks, man. 4 new members. It's wild. 4 members. Bless you all. In fact, I better write down because I'll forget, and then I won't put names up on the graphic. And someone called me out, not horribly. Someone called me out once on it and said, "Oh, my name wasn't there." I felt so bad, like horrendously bad, because that isn't what I should do. It's Deuce as well and K. Nice. Oh, I'm really looking forward to going on Deuce's account tomorrow. We're gonna go on Deuce's account. We're gonna make a video on Deuce's account because I think that's a really good account to go on to give advice to spenders, because he spent quite a bit of money. It'll be good to give people advice on what to do in that situation. World Cup. Ah, Jason, how are you, man? Jason, did you like your video, by the way? Were you happy with your video that we done was it the start of the week? End of last week? Spain for the win. I don't know. Let me finish up with Clunkies first. Clunkmaster 6000. Do you know, it's weird. I'm just going to say the same thing I said for Mark, right? It's what you'd want. Basically, like you've done the things that you need to do. So it's not a case of, I mean, you're sure it doesn't matter though, but obviously that's why you haven't built up Melissa, because Melissa will help you out, right? And that's like the ultimate first 6-man team. Do you know what I mean? Well, Clunky. So Clunky's just asked me about the speed order, right? Now, Queen can never not go first, right? If you can have Queen being the quickest, that's fine. There is no downside to her ever, as far as I'm aware, ever being the quickest. Because what she does is she puts on the Abyssal Corruption, which means enemies take more crit damage and deal less crit damage. So if she's going first, every hero after her is only going to get damage boost from doing that. So it can't be bad. You also want Madeline to go quick, because you want Queen to go first, Demon Bell, energy feed. If she's got over 100 energy at the start of it, she does all of this stuff. Hold on, where is it? Where's the 100 energy bit? Yeah, when she has more than 100 energy, if self HP is not lower than 70%, so she adds shields, and then does this and adds frantic gluttony. So again, you really want Wukong to be going after Madeline and after Queen, because you want him to have the buffs from both Queen and Madeline before hitting. Is Wukong going to do more than Williams? No, but every little helps. Then it will be Natalie, then Williams. Melissa wants to be quick as well. Melissa's an interesting one. I mean, because it's Dream Magic Magnification. I think that the difficulty of Melissa is it's a little bit out of your control, because you want her to go to do her active, etc. But if your heroes get CC'd first or anything like that, she's going to lose her energy. But yeah, I know that they always want her to go quick. But yeah, certainly it's going to be Queen, Madeline, Melissa, Wukong, Natalie, Williams, as far as I'm aware. Certainly Williams is the slowest, Queen, Madeline are the quickest. That's it. And ultimately, does the rest of it matter too much? Not really. But yeah. Oh, Sandy, do you like it? Buy me affection. Zaptricity's in the house. How are you? And Jonathan. Hey, man. Loads of people in. And Ben. Ben, listen, I was talking to Clunky earlier. You sent me a message before about the Void bosses. I can't find it now. because Clunky's struggling with the void bosses, but I can't give advice because I just don't know. I need to do a video on it. I don't know if you deleted the message, but I don't know why you would have deleted the message. So at some point, do you mind sending something through? Not today necessarily, because as I said, I'm going to do a video anyway. But yeah, it'd be nice for Clunky to know. Nice for me to know, to be fair. What about next move hero-wise? Next trans, focus on tenants instead. Never focus on tenants, ever, ever, ever. You should only ever build tenants if you're going to build them anyway. You never ever want to do that. Sorry, that was frustrating for me because that is not what you said. But it's one of those things that I see people do on their accounts and it just, it annoys me infuriatingly. Here's the thing, right? You could argue that you could actually build Sylvie because I don't know who else fits in your team. You could argue that you could go for Aspen, but the issue with going for that is he's not going to do much more than your Williams once he's A anyway. And you're not going to want a Destiny Aspen soon. To be fair, you might actually want to build Sylvie. But it's because that 6-man team is literally your 6-man team for basically anything. The only thing I can look at is say, well, you don't have an Elena. Can Elena be useful? Yeah, I suppose. Kind of. Sylvie's nice. I do like Sylvie. You could build Sylvie. And to be fair, we're not talking about Destiny, are we? So you could definitely build Sylvie. You could definitely build Sylvie just to boost up Williams. But yeah, only because you've already got 6 trans heroes. Otherwise, I wouldn't suggest that you do that. Yeah, actually, you've got... Yeah, it's the perfect... This is what I like the Williams route, because this is like the perfect kind of lineup, isn't it? So, yeah, Jason, Tennis Rock. Yeah, you can build it on your account, Jason, because it's so old. You've got all the food in the world. Any hero for Void Bosses temporarily? I don't think so. I think you're going to struggle in Void Boss anyway, because Williams isn't fantastic. However, I know that obviously Natalie can be amazing, though I'm not sure you've got the right team really for it without a Vespera particularly is useful. And Wukong can do work as well in Void Bosses, surprisingly. I know that from speaking with Hanchok, who has got a superb Wukong account that everyone should be in wonder and amazement at. I don't think there is anyone you'd build just for Void Bosses, unless anyone else sees anything there. Your team's tenants give about 1.8 million HP and 50k attack. That's about right. Koji, this is Clunky's account. So no, I don't think there is any Void Boss. I mean, because you've done, I presume, hold on. I presume you've done Void Vortex. You seem quite... Yeah, Clunky, you don't need any help. You've got the right artifacts. You've got the right heroes. You're working your way towards an A tier. Next up is Will of Winters, I would suspect. However, just bear in mind they're only useful when they're deified. So just take that for what it's worth. The other thing that then I would look at, actually, to be fair, is I would go check out Idol Zeros, and he done a video on the best artifact for Williams. Go and check that video out, because that might be the next route. This is the best boss fighting artifact, but I know certainly a lot of people, when they're running a Williams account, prefer either Rocket or God Eater, which is Punisher of Immortal Deified. So maybe that's the route you go down, because the thing is, to get Will of Winters, you need 4 origin artifacts and the 4 base ones. So it's just an investment that will take time, and they're literally useless until you get them splendid. They do nothing, right? You want the Will of Winters splendid, because when they're splendid, they do the attack reduce. Before that, they just reduce speed a little bit, which isn't really going to help you an awful lot. Let's have a look. Parasite. Yeah, WoWs are really good artifacts. So after you've built, and to be fair, I'm really happy Clunky's here, because this is useful to show, because he hasn't got any wasted artifacts apart from the crown. But He's got himself 3 demon bells and a mirror. If you literally ignore the crown, if you had an account with these artifacts, you're happy. You've got the base artifacts. It's then pushing forward with what you do next. If you're into Star Expedition and stuff like that, Scissors of Conviction is great. It only needs to be the mysterious artifacts, but it needs to be splendid. Perfect. If you're not into Star Expedition, don't have an Aspen, don't have a Natty, anything like that, then it'd be Will of Winters next. Yeah, because you can only have 6 heroes on a team, right? And he's got enough energy feed at the moment. Later on, he's going to want more because it will come into it more with Hollow and PvP and stuff, so you can never have too much energy feed. But right now, 4 energy feed artifacts, he's got the 2 main offensive ones, and he's got a Dragon Rue Splendid. So, yeah, Clunky's laughing. Yeah, Clunky, really impressed, man. Like, it's just a solid, really solid account. As I said, definitely get that A tier or A minus of Williams. And do me a favour, when it comes to it, right, and you've got the SG that you need, don't panic, buy. Sit there and wait for a bit. The amount of people that I see, it's only 1 A minus. Do you know what I mean? Like, you would never, ever spend 14k on this copy. It hasn't even got God Killer, Giant Killer Defier on it, so I don't even know why they've put it up for that much, because you're never getting that in a million years. But rushing it, why is there only 3 copies? Yeah, you're just going to have to wait. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. I picked up my copy for 15k and I'm well chuffed with my copy, which we'll go into in a second. But yeah, no, Clunky, well done, bro. As I said, honestly, there's no advice I can give you other than the artifact bit and get the A copy. You're already going to get the A copy, and the artifacts, as I said, start working on it. It's a shame with the artifacts, as I said, that really it's Will of Winter. The issue, I suppose, when you're low spender, etc., is that you don't have the flexibility with the artifacts, right? Like, if I turned around and said, well, like I did, I want to get Will of Winters, I can just do it. Like, I get a very similar amount of Origin artifacts as I do mysterious ones. So for me, for instance, I don't have a Splendid Mirror in my account. I have a Glittery Deified Mirror. Same amount of artifacts, 4 for 4, but 2 Origin, 2 are mysterious, and it's easier for me to put together. But yeah, so it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to advise on it. But luckily, I've got a brand new account which we're starting, which is free to play. Oh, don't you do this to me. There you go, it's fine. So yeah, we can check that out. But no, Clunky, thank you for letting me on the account, man. Perfect. Thanks, Clunks. I'm happy you're happy, my man. That's the important thing. What's Jason saying now? Oh, yeah. Cat. Cinder, do you know what? I love Cat. I love the Lucky Cat. And I really... And this is my problem, right? I don't want to recommend the cat to people. Here's why I don't want to recommend the cat to people. Is because not loads of people run it. So if I turn around and say to people, get loads of lucky cats... Because when energy feed doesn't become a problem, especially when you're at Destiny, you've got the Destiny skills and you can get energy feed that way, why would you not run like 3 heroes with the Lucky Cat? In my mind. Or Jade Toad, obviously preferably. For those that don't know, if we look at the Lucky Cat, I don't understand why. Speed order is the only thing I can think of, but I feel like you can get around that if you wanted to. So the Lucky Cat, this is, by the way, is what I recommend people get over the Golden Crown 10 times out of 10. Fuck the crown. Controlling immunity, HP, all damage reduction, whatever. But 5 times, 5 times. So whenever you attack, you give 1 random hero 3% damage, 3% all damage dealt buff, and 1 hero damage mitigation. But you do that 5 times each per round, so you end up giving 15% to your team of all damage dealt. Obviously, it only goes on 1 hero and it's split up. But if you've got 3 of them, you're going to end up with 90% all damage dealt, 90%, not 90%, whatever, 450% damage reduction. I think it's an insane artifact. Oh, Deuce! What are you doing upgrading, dude? Thank you, brother. Yeah, Jason, it can be. Ben, sorry, man. Do you mind what you just posted me, unless you've put some, me and Ben flirt a little bit in the messages. If you could post it in the guild chat, I'd really appreciate it if you could post it in the general waffle so that people can see it. And I will make a video on it. To be fair, now I've done Void Vortex. It's so... Do you know what? Do you know what I love about doing videos? Like Void Vortex and Star Expedition. I learned so much from doing it. I massively enjoy doing it. I need to do void bosses next because I need to learn about them. And it won't just be from what Ben said. I'll go out and obviously I'll ask and annoy all the other people and find out all the other answers. And I love doing it. I absolutely love doing it. Destiny video. Jason, Destiny video. Here's the thing. Have you got, whilst we're here, because we're still early on, right? It's not even 7 o'clock where I am. Destiny's really difficult. Destiny's really difficult. Because the basics are the same. Like, what is it you think specifically? Because, for instance, you should always have this clicked. So whenever an active skill hits the target, obtain 6 layers of transition power. And then I suppose the added ones are hero dependent, so it's hard to give advice on that. Is it maybe that you don't know? You know, that's why. It's difficult. Oh, Samurai, to be fair, I've literally made this Williams today. So we haven't done any Void campaign. You seem like... It's a newer name. Is that a newer name, Samurai? So we haven't pushed... So I got here with Basilisk. So we got to chapter 9 with Basilisk. And then now we're a Williams VC account. We still have Basilisk. Let's see the copy. No, it's not as good as your copy. I know it's not as good as your copy, Jason, but it's fine. The thing with your main damage dealer is you want the attack, but you want low speed, and HP doesn't really matter. What I love about this copy is that this was pre-rolled, and I think what put people off this copy, 15k. I think it was great for 15k. What put people off is that this isn't red and this isn't red. Well, it doesn't really matter. I was speaking to someone who made the point that this does kind of matter because of like King Barton, Cthulhu Waves, all that kind of stuff. Everything else just one hits, right? But this and this is what matters, and this being slow. So there was copies going for far more than this, with lower attack but quicker and stuff, and it's like, well, this is better. So I'm chuffed with mine. Samurai, welcome, new person. Ali doing the greetings. Dio, and let me tell you something right now. You will never see me have a hero X upgraded. I don't get why people do it. It is a complete waste of resources for what you spend it on. Don't get me wrong, if you're a really established account, old account, completely get it, right? But admittedly, I do have plenty of spiritual essence. The last time I looked at it, this was like hovering around 2 billion. No, don't, Jason, stop it. Don't ignore me on that. What I could definitely start doing X upgrades. It doesn't matter, right? The problem is you'll get people that will have 200 million spiritual essence left, and like they'll have like a level 307 hero because they've used all their spiritual essence to get like 75x levels on something. So yeah, no X levels or anything like that. Yeah, Parasite, that's what I was saying, but people spend like, I can't remember what it is for spiritual essence. It's like, isn't it like 5 billion spiritual essence to go from 0 to 100 for such little gain? If you've got speed or anything like that, fine, but you don't. You just get like a tiny amount of attack and a tiny amount of HP. And it's a hill that I'm prepared to die on, so I don't care. It looks pretty on the top. Oh, right, listen, if everyone... All right, okay. Waste 65 million spiritual essence. Everyone can have an X level. Everyone can be X leveled up. I don't mind. Ali, by the way, how are you doing, Ali? I don't mind. No, to be fair, I don't mind. I understand why people like the look of it, right? It is a useless part of the game, and it's more, once you obviously know what you're doing and you know about your resources, you can get away with it. It's the fact that people don't and they spend all their resources on it and then can't do anything else. Dan, it's the opportunity cost. We've been through this before and everything. It's not about min-maxing when it costs you other stuff. Oh, Queenie. And speaking about getting annoyed about stuff, oh my god, what an idiot. No. Speaking about getting annoyed at stuff, you should have seen how many resources I've wasted on this Wukong so that I can make my tenant video and why tenants suck. Regressing, rebuilding, everything. So much time just to show the difference. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Parasite, don't push your luck. Oh, why is she at 21? How did that happen? Oops. I don't know. Damn it. I don't know. Because I'm going to use Williams to push in Void campaign. Williams is going to be my Void campaign pusher. Aspen is going to be for Sealand. And Basilisk is for when I want to push in PvP, which I will be doing. So that's why we've done what we've done. Thank you, Jason. And Ali, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. I feel good today because I wasn't at work. It's nice not being at work. Because of what I do, I literally, unless I go on holiday, which is normally once a year, and we have a week off at Christmas, I don't get time off. Like I don't take weeks off or anything like that. Because to be honest with you, it's not worth the hassle having holiday time. It's not worth having all the phone calls and the messages and we need to sort this out, and it's like, right, well, I've got nothing here to sort it out with. So I'd rather just be at work, which is really sad. Not rather be at work, but I'd rather do that than have to deal with the crap at home. So yeah, it's nice having a few days off where the whole country doesn't seem to go into work unless you work at Tesco's, in which case you have to be at work. I haven't given up on Bazzy. We're going to rebuild him up. I didn't have the subs to rebuild him up, but we are rebuilding him. I will have the subs after this event though, for sure. I went boot sailing last Sunday. We might go this Sunday. Maybe. I like going boot sailing. The kids enjoy going boot sailing, and you can sometimes find good stuff there. So, and it's always cheap, and it gets the kids out of the house, doesn't it? No tablets. We're just walking around having the vibes. I don't hate Basilisk. I love Basilisk. Nah, well, Koji, I've been through this with a couple of people, and I've been told reliably that Williams is better than Mockman clearing Void campaign. So bear in mind that was the purpose of them. That's what we're doing. We will eventually have a Mockman. I love White Monster so much. Yes, Jason. It is flea market basically. Depending which one you go to depends on how good it is. Samurai, is Williams better than DTV for Void campaign? Williams is the best at Void campaign, but he's not very good anywhere else. Doom Terminator Vulcan, depends on what point you're talking about, is like second/third best at Void campaign, but he's also really good in other areas. So I feel like if you're free to play, I actually don't know why you wouldn't build a Vulcan as your main hero. His pathing's also very easy to build and useful for other game modes. Whereas if you, for instance, went down the Aspen route, you're going to have a rough time in Void campaign. If you're free to play or light spender, obviously if you're spending money, it doesn't matter. The same as like Williams. I don't know why you'd be a Williams main if you're free to play, because you're completely cucking yourself in all other game modes. But yeah, so Vulcan has an area, but he's the jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. Zaptricity. Yeah, but Aspen free to play all the way. I suppose you could argue that, and I think he gets shit on too much. I would say with Aspen, the issue is, right, once you get to like chapter 8, he really starts to struggle compared to the others, and it depends what you want to do. If you don't care about Void campaign, then go for Aspen. Because certainly in like Star Expedition, etc., if that's what you really care about, if you care about hitting the big numbers, well, Aspen's the best, right? He's also the easiest to build because of the Queen connection. Like, it makes the most sense. But yeah, and we were talking about this the other day, because Star Expedition has ended, his A- copies are going so cheap. They were like 5-6k, which is wild. Yeah, but Koji, why would you do? What I was saying is, if you go for Williams, I completely get why people would go for Williams. But then you're stuck in the other areas of the game. He's not very good PvP. He's terrible at bosses. So it's difficult. Yeah, I get why people want him, and he's the hot topic right now. But for me, I don't know. Yeah, Dio. That's what people say. I've never tried him in Void campaign. Well, do you know what? The one-off meta thing that I think makes sense, and Eze will be happy to hear this if he's still here, is Asmodel. And, to be fair, I've seen people get stuff done recently with Sia. Like, bizarrely. So maybe that's another route. If you happen to find yourself a really good copy, that is. If you can find it. Oh, right. ATD, that's it. New camper. How you doing, sir? We are going to do the event. Here's the thing with the event. I had to go in heavy and hard on the event. I need Destiny material. It's the last time I'm doing it. The last time I went in heavy on an actual event, like the DT chests, I think was the New Year event. Because I'd done a couple before then, I'd done that one, and I just haven't needed any Destiny material, but I need Destiny material. But then once that's done, I don't really know who I'm going to transition next. So I'm not particularly fast, as you'll be Queen. But that can happen in its own time. I was working it out, right? I can't. So we've got 213. Plus we'll get 90 from doing the side event. And then as far as I'm aware, yeah. Like there's no point me spending more than 5,000 contract starry gems because I can only get an extra 10 currency. And it's not really worth it. So, yeah. What's an interesting off-meta team building for free to play? It would be Asmodel. But the thing is, man, people ask this all the time. Not a dig at what you've asked. People ask this all the time. You can't really go off-meta with supports because it wouldn't be the smartest play. The off-meta part is your main damage dealer, and if you wanted to get a cheap A-. You thought about Basilisk. I've loved my Basilisk. And the fact that you can have Wukong as a tenant is phenomenal, right? I wouldn't mind suggesting going for Basilisk. My issue saying that is that you aren't going to get as far in the game as you would other heroes. The plus side to Basilisk is he was doing good boss damage. He's excellent in PvP. And he flied through up until Chapter 7. But there was a noticeable drop-off throughout some of Chapter 7. So, yeah, I wouldn't say don't do Basilisk, but I would be hesitant to recommend him over anyone else. If you wanted a fun account, Basilisk is super fun. And I'll still smash people in PvP because they don't... Yeah, I mean, admittedly, they probably now realise a bit more about him, but they didn't. so I wouldn't take part in Trial of the Champion, and I'd be like right up there because everyone's trying to knock me down a peg, and Basilisk is just smashing. Yeah, of course you can, but the issue is to switch later on is harder to do. But yeah, you could obviously do that. What PvP game modes are relevant for progression? Absolutely none. I think if you do free team up arena, the rewards can be quite nice. Try the champion rewards can be okay, but nothing's major, dude. Nothing's major. So yeah, PvP is a luxury event. Don't sweat PvP. It's for whales and people that really care about it. If you never touched it other than joining free team up arena and logging in to do Trial of Champion, you're absolutely golden. Absolutely fine. There you go, Bruss. How you doing, bro? So yeah, I can only spend... I can only do 5. But I might want to do more to get the treasure tickets. That's annoying. I feel like I'm being baited because I'll also want the pickaxes. Because I've got 2 times and I want the tickets and I need the wishing coins. I need all the things. What game modes are best for resources? I don't think... It depends what resources you're talking. Yeah, do it, Ben. That's it. Shut up. I'm really tempted to do it because I want the pickaxes, and I need the wishing coins. Oh, Ruby, you don't have to super chat for that, my bro. You can do. We'll see how we're doing later on time. All right, we'll see how we're doing later on time. But certainly, if it's not today, it can obviously be next week. I'm trying to be a little bit more organised with account reviews. It doesn't always work. Ah, is this your new account that you've been waiting on? Yeah, Dio, that's true, but it's not. But next week you're very okay. Then listen. Rubio will message me and remind me in a bit, and we'll do it after the event, all right? Is he? Should we go check Ali out? No one saw anything. Let's go check our best bud out, right? Oh, I don't care. Yeah, there you go. Just do that. Yeah, he is. Yeah, boy. With Basilisk leading the charge. Vroom, vroom. Get in there, man. That's so cool. I'm so proud of Ali. Do you know what? People don't know this either because Ali's become obviously such a constant in our community. As far as I'm aware, and he didn't correct me when I said this, when Ali first started playing the game was pretty much when I first started YouTube. He was a noob, right? And then you look at what he's become, because he's not just a whale with a credit card. He knows what he's doing. And, it's so cool to see. Yeah. Absolute beast mode. Absolute beast mode. Samurai, no one saw the contract starry gems. Brian, did I tell you we would do your account, or did we look at yours last week? I thought I forgot someone. Vago. Right, it's interesting. On Monday, I am going to drop a video on the new account. And I've started a new account, free to play. That's fine, Brian. That's your own fault. Forget to tell me. No, you're fine. Garuda's fine, but you do very quickly move on from Garuda, depending on your luck with chests and heroes. Garuda is fine for the start of the game. Don't rush out of her because she does better than Holmes Young in certain game modes. Oh, and Rake's in the house. Rake, I've been dropping loads of videos. Loads of videos. How are you, my man? Are you feeling better? Because you've been poorly, haven't you? Yeah. Vago, it is confusing. And the problem is, right, there's so many things that are confusing. So, in fact, I'm going to show you what I've got in the plans, right? Because this is what I've been excited about doing. Those that don't know, I don't know why you would know, I suppose. My first videos on the YouTubes were beginner guides after my tier lists, which are fucking abysmal, right? And then I've done loads of beginner guides because I came back to the game very confused and I wanted to help people out. We're going back to our roots. And so in conjunction with our new player series, which we're doing free to play and optimally, just to show people Road to Glory level 1 to 130, we're going to release all new beginner guides 2026 because I want to get all of these out in time for anniversary event when loads of players come back to the game. So I've got all of I needed the motivation, so I started with thumbnails and I'm going to work my way to the videos. But yes, I'm going to do videos on every single topic individually, and then there'll be, I love this one. This is like the support one, right? Yeah. So we're going to do all of them, and then we're going to move back to our big account. So we're going to do 1 to 130 so people can watch it. Oh, good, man. I'm happy you're feeling good. I'm lucky. I never feel sick. So when people are sick, I hate it. It's like when you get like an earache or a headache, and then it makes you appreciate what life was like when you didn't have that thing. My main damage dealers, Entros. We're going to start with Garuda. Because Ben, i.e. Sideshow, here in the chat, is our collaborative partner, we have already got plenty of Striver points. I could therefore push Holmes Young immediately because I can already get him 9-star, maybe 10-star already pretty much. I don't want to do that because depending when people watch the video, they won't be in exactly the same position. So I'm going to stick with Garuda for a couple of weeks and then transition into Holmes Young to show them what to do. And then Tix will be next. Or if I get lucky with Tix copies, Tix will be my first E5 and then it will be Holmes Young. Either way, it's going to be those two working in tandem after Garuda. And then it's about building out Waldeck, Ignis, Heartwatcher, etc. just to show people they're the ones we want to do. And I'm going to make sure to get all the resources ready. So basically, when an anniversary event comes round, we'll be about level 130. And then I'll stop that series, but it's somewhere where people can go and there'll be like 7 or 8 videos on it from first week to week, whatever it will be. And they can see kind of what it should look like. I mean, I was talking to someone in the Discord today, bro. And honest to God, and he was a bit argumentative as well, not with me, with someone else. My guy is like a level 150, and he's saying, why can't I clear Chapter 1 in Void campaign? And he's got a Wukong with like a standard melodic strings, not even glittery. So I was like, where's your other artifacts, dude? He said, I've got a crown, but that was back in early game. It's like, where do you think you currently are if you're in Chapter 1 and you've got 2 artifacts? Like, how do you get in that position? So yeah, we're gonna work through it. Holmes Young all the way, and I will fight anyone on that hill. I'll give them an address to meet me, and we will fight it out. That Holmes Young is better than Eloise because of how quick you transition now, and that Eloise is no, it's not. Eloise is not in spot 1, Randy, and I love you dearly, but I will fight you over it. Because the thing is, like we showed in VHL, how quick you move with your account. You get to Wukong in like 5 weeks, right? At which point Eloise is irrelevant to your account. Holmes Young's still vitally important. So I think you go Holmes Young's first. You get to wherever you want to. Oh, sorry, Randy. Sorry. And then you move on. So yeah, for me, I don't know why you wouldn't use Holmes Young or Tix or someone like that. Certainly anyone that you're going to be using past Wukong, I would use. I wouldn't use Eloise. Yeah. Keen. Don't talk to me about base heroes as tenants, or I will have a fit. I promise you that. Deuce. Nice. Yeah, but you've spent. So that's cheating. Anyone can do it if they're spending. Yes. I completely get why Eloise was number 1. But now there is so many other ways to get resources, it makes 0 sense. Lades. How do you do events for free to play? So, start me with this, my young man. How many wishing coins do you possess? And I'll tell you exactly what you should do. Rake, tenants suck donkey. Unless you're going to build them anyway, no one should be building tenants for the sake of building them. And I don't get why people do it. And the amount of people that I see that have an Onkyo Amaru that they've V3'd and put into Aspen's homeowner, I can't stand it. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Lades, you've done 1 loop. From the free lay, you get 8 cloth. From 1 loop, you end up getting... I have a feeling I know what you're already going to tell me anyway, but we're going to act as though you haven't said it. Oh, you get 8. I forgot you got 8. So you should have 16 of the silk cloths. You need 60. So you need 44. So it means you should buy 22. I haven't actually looked at this yet. You should buy 22 of the eggs. And then you'll have enough event currency that you can get, you'll get 10 event currency, which means that you can pull 2 rewards from Mysterious Sales, and you should be picking Stella or Cot, whatever you need on your account specifically, because I'll get in trouble for mentioning Cot. Pick Stella. Samurai, Yeah, they do. But here's the problem, right? And it's interesting you said that. And don't take what I'm about to say horribly, because I'm not having a dig at you. You're right. They do give good stat boosts. Let's check out, for instance, let's check this out. We're going to do a little bit of learning for some, because we've got some newer players in. I love that because that helps me out, right? This Sylvie, who is DT10, is giving my Basilisk, which is 100 million attack hero, 3.3 million. So that is 3% attack boost for my Basilisk. But I have to get the Sylvie to whether it's core or chaos or whatever. So no, it's not worth it unless you're going to build them anyway. Like if you build an Aspen, you have a Queen. If you build a Williams, you build Madeline. That's fine. Do not build tenants for the sake of building tenants. Never, ever, 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 ever build base heroes just for the sake of tenants. And I'm going to show you something right now to prove my point. Whether you want to believe it or not is completely up to you. Because this is a video that I am making and it's in production, but I can't think of how to set it out. Right, here you go. You guys are getting a sneak peek. Sorry, it's brighter than the sun. So this is the Wukong. This is a base Wukong. And this is how much attack he's giving my Basilisk, right? If you get him to E5, V3, with a B- stone with 5,000 attack, and Celestial 6 stone attack, and attack star. That was really annoying. Basically everything you want, he's given me 600,000 attack on a 100 million attack hero. It's not worth it in a million years. And so if you've already got the resources sitting there, fine. What the issue is, people will build up base tenants. They'll waste money on awakens. They'll waste a shit ton on stones to get an attack stone. They'll burn through selection chests to get hero copies. They'll waste Stellar, all that stuff to build up something that's given you nothing. So we don't recommend it at all. It is a bygone era before the Grimoire where it was important. It's not now. Don't do it. Yes, Parasite, exactly. You use ATD in your teams. Use Queen in your team, so it makes sense to have her as a tenant. Completely understandable, but if you're not, then don't. Yeah, Rake's got it. Yeah. It's just not worth it. It's just nothing. It's not worth it in context. And it's one of those things, right? And I've had people say to me before, which really annoys me, it's about min-maxing. It's like, I don't think you know what that means, right? Because you're foregoing building something else that's going to help your team. Good example. Now, I'm not digging out Mark because Mark has a brilliant account. Mark had Wukong, then he built Williams, then he built Madeline, right? And he didn't build Queen. He's built Queen today and cleared 711 easily. And the reason that's happened is because Queen and what she does is going to give you far more boosts than anything a Madeline can do, even if the Madeline's a tenant. You build the correct heroes first, and then you push forward. You can start building out your tenants. Like we looked at Clunky's earlier. Clunky now has 6 heroes. He's got Williams, Queen, Madeline, Wukong, Melissa, and Natalie. So for him, Sylvie would be the natural next one. It's a tenant, but he's already got his main 6 hero lineup. So, okay, he can build Sylvie. But yeah, flag chest. Flag chest. Yeah. Flag chests. Yeah, and Lades, there's nothing wrong with having Wukong as a tenant. But don't go and burn through selection chests to get there. It's the opportunity cost. It's the opportunity cost. Let's go and do... We have to buy the eggs, right? Just gonna buy all the eggs. That's so expensive. That's like Rake level of stuff. Rake's going to do a video next week where he's bought 25 of the superb eggs. Can I show you what a good Oscar should look like? To be fair, Marius, I can't, you should go and look at Rake's account because he's got a video on Oscar where he's given Oscar the Triple S stone. And I think, well, no, we definitely did do a video on Oscar as well. But I think that's, to be fair, that's probably a little bit, I mean, it's too advanced for me. Yeah. Oh, you don't get them from the basic eggs. So you can only get superb eggs from the basic eggs as far as I'm aware, coach. Unless I'm stupid. That's terrible, though. That's terrible because it's just terrible rewards. Yeah, Brian, of course we can. We'll check it out next week, my man. Message me during the week so I can get it all set up and we can go through it all. Here comes the superb eggs. That's not cooking very hard, is it? It's not bad. I don't know. Right, one at a time for the superb eggs. Oh, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. This treasure, by the way, cracked. No one wants the pink treasure. I'm not even going to open the pink treasure because I don't want the pink treasure because it gives crit. I wish I hadn't got... oh, no. Oh, am I happy with that? People need to tell me if I'm happy with that. Oh, no, it's not that good, is it? Ah, I'm happy with that. Listen, to be fair, it's fine. It's mainly the treasures that are really good. Did they, Samurai? Are you sure they've nerfed them? I don't think they'd do that. Maybe they have. I can't remember what it said, to be fair. I always think, to be fair, listen, you shouldn't ever be pushing really hard for Reverie keys or eggs or anything like that anyway, because it's a lottery system. Unless you've got the money to afford to risk it, don't risk it. So yeah, let's go and do... It's not going to tell me what they give. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. No. Do I care? Why is it not telling me about this? I thought it was supposed to tell me. Hey, Pendlix. Why is it not telling me? Ah, thank you, Ben. Cheers, dude. Oh, he's not very happy. And all this sucks. Snowball event. Would it tell me next time whether they're good or bad? That makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, no, that was a terrible decision. Oh, I need that. We did terribly badly. It tells me after the first time I've picked it. Okay, oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, the snowball was horrible. Yeah, to be honest with you, I would recommend that you guys do this properly. I am sure that someone smart out there has listed all the information. What you want to do is this to be over 50, that to be over 50. And someone's going to have put a chart out there, right, that says it. I don't care. I don't care about the chart. See, we don't want to do that because we don't want to lose the day. Do this. Ah, was that good or bad? I don't know. Listen, we need subs. We need cores as well. We're not doing very well right now. I don't want to make a sad rabbit. Oh, there is one already. Shit. It's me just wasting. Right, we will do it properly. We'll do it properly. In the Idle Heroes discussion, yeah, but where? That thing is an absolute maze. Ah, probably in the events analysis, right? Yeah, of course it is, obviously, because why would it not be in the event analysis? What an idiot. Right, step 1. What the hell is an adorkable rabbit? Do they mean adorable? Yeah, Easter egg. Cool hat or brand new hat? We can afford to do brand new, I think. That's bad. Easter Lily. Oh, yellow or blue? Oh, neither of them are good. Blue. I'm actually not going to be able to do this. This is embarrassing. I can't do it anyway. Stage. How are you supposed to get 50 and 50? This is stupid. Step 1, don't be a donut. Rude. Dark. Oh, dark's the good one, but I can't pick dark. Abyss or light. Oh, this sucks. This sucks because I can't do any of it. Oh, right. I'm not watching this next time. I'm just clicking randomly because that sucked. There was no way I could possibly have done that better. Yeah, he's complete and utter RNG. Complete and utter RNG. We're just going to pick the rewards that we want because this is frustrating. Oh, I need wishing coins. Oh. Why are they still giving us Celestial Island material in the big 2026? I don't need any more of them. I don't need any more of them. We have Awakens. We have Awakens for days. There you go. By the way, those watching this, don't do what I'm doing. Take your time. Do it properly. Or do what I'm doing because it's RNG. And it's not your fault. Yeah, Ben, I wish I'd done that for that one. I messed up now. Just took the ones I needed. Ooh. Oh, I know this is good. I've ran out of silk class. They want me to spend... Oh. How did I get these then? We'll do one at a time. Oh. Very easily happy, as you can probably tell. To be fair, the middle egg rewards were all good, right? It was the ordinary Easter eggs that were just absolutely trashed here. Come on, give me a diamond egg. What? 6,000 potatoes? When they were giving me all the other stuff. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Gimme. Thing is, I've got pumpkins to undo. I have pumpkins to undo. And I've got these to undo. Oh, I can pick. I don't know why I assumed I couldn't pick. So, yes, I can do, man. Sad rabbit. No, Peter, not yet. Does Holmes Young work with Tix? Holmes Young and Tix. Listen, Tix works with everyone. Tix works with everyone. Tix is a beautiful, beautiful hero. We love Tix. Yes, he does. And to be fair, Holmes Young works well with everyone, apart from Eloise. Because Eloise is like that. Do you know what I mean? She's not content with being irrelevant in the game past 5 weeks. She also happens to cuck the best hero in the early game. Oh yeah, this sucks balls, bro. Why is it not letting me open them? Oh, you get to pick. Race car! That's the only thing we're going to pick. Let me just make sure about that. Let me just make sure. I thought we weren't going to get to pick. I thought they were going to make us have the shit pink treasure. But I think we are going to be able to pick. And we're picking the Easter egg cards. Of course we are. Because the pink treasure sucks balls. But this doesn't. Woohoo! Race car is perfect. Don't rip into your queen Eloise. You're going to rip into her soon. If you're a new player and you've got Eloise, just to give you a heads up, she's food in like 2 weeks for you. And she's useless. So in what discussion are charred how to do bunnies? Oh, Idle Heroes discussion Discord, my friend. Why is the music stopped? Play music. I don't want you. I mean, I'm gonna hold on to these and use them as required. 25, 26 Festival Treasure, 26 Festival Treasure. I mean, listen, it's gonna be people are gonna say, "Oh, get the Lutzdal." I think that's the new. Oh, is it not available in it? That's not available in it. Okay. Yeah. Ah, you can actually go here now. Nice. We're still going for this guy, right? Going all in. Oh, Brian, see you later, my man. Have a good one. What second trans after Wukong for the new free-to-play meta? So, I mean, listen, it depends what route you're going down. If you're talking about the account or the non-meta account on the Idle Heroes discussion, which looks very promising, it's Queen. And in every route, apart from Williams, it's Queen, right? Because I don't know why you wouldn't build Queen second. I think you can go off meta, but there is certain things you have to do, right? Like, you can play off meta, but you'd still pick the correct artifacts. You can go off meta, but you would still pick the correct supports, I think. Unless you're just doing something for fun. The difficulty is if you're going off meta, proper off meta, you can't really ask for help because no one knows what you're trying to do. So, yeah. Yeah, Brian, you can't leave Koji hanging like that. Oh, Queen, Samurai, no matter who you're building, unless you're building a Williams account, which I really don't recommend for free to play. I've already explained why. I think that you go Wukong, Queen, main damage dealer, and then it kind of depends who you've picked. But then it would be Melissa or Madeline. Don't let Will hear me say that. Will hates Madeline. Or Natalie or whoever else you wanted it to be. But yeah, Wukong, Queen, main damage dealer is the main three. But it depends. Obviously, you need Betty in there at some point. I feel like when people say build Betty second or third, they're not taking into account that people get places at different points of the game. Betty you want to do when your account is ready to do Void Vortex. There's no point having her before then. Oh, Brian, are you damage overdose? Will. Will's here. Hey, Will. Kane. Kane. I'll see you later, my man. Have a good one. Oh, sorry, Brian. I didn't realise you were damage overdose. You've got a nice account, haven't you? He's not joining the guild, though. He's staying with his own guild. He doesn't like us that much. You are completely wrong, Bruss, but you not probably for the reasons you think you are. Holmes Young, you're not going to be using after you start to get Transcendence Heroes until you've completed Void Vortex. Once you've completed Void Vortex, Holmes Young's almost irrelevant. You'll use him for Seal Land maybe, but I don't add that into normal advice because it's niche. Did I map out Mysterious Sales? I kind of did, but now I've ruined it because someone made me get extra event currency. They didn't really peer pressure me that much, but Samurai, what are you talking about? No one has said that. No one has said that Queen's a better damage dealer. What Queen does is Queen makes your whole team do loads more damage and the enemy team do slightly less damage. And then when you have her subbed properly, they do a lot less damage because their attack gets reduced. You could use Queen as a damage dealer early game because she's going to do more damage than Holmes Young or Eloise or someone like that. But that's not why you build her. If you've got Wukong, then you've got Queen. Wukong's your damage dealer. Then when you get your third trans hero, we're going to ignore Betty for now. Then that hero would be your main damage dealer. Whether it's Aspen or, say, Williams or Mockman, DTV, whoever it's going to be. Queen is there to boost their damage output and reduce the enemy's attack. Wukong's there because he does like 50 different things that are just very, very helpful. So no, but any trans hero is going to be your main damage dealer over Eloise or Holmes Young or whoever your first E5 is. I didn't say queen damaged it, unless I misspoke. Who do you build? Your first E5, a hill that I'm going to die on is Holmes Young. Then you should build ticks. Appendix. Okay, man, it depends on what, because we're doing it based on power. So, King Barton. Now, we always said that as a joke. Let me tell you right now, King Barton is a stud, and I won't have people insult him. Because on my off-meta series, King Barton was like my first 5-star hero after Mirage, and he stayed with the account up until we had trans heroes. So King Barton can absolutely do stuff. King Barton, no, it's not all that he's got going for him. Don't you dare. Right, what we're going to do is... hold on. Will, are you actually watching? Or are you just lurking? Could you build Ignatia as a first E5? I wouldn't. You could. You could build anyone. I just wouldn't do it. Ignatia doesn't do an awful lot. Yes, you are watching. Okay. This is embarrassing, right? I can't do anything with Williams, and I didn't want to admit it on stream, but because you're here, I'm willing to admit it. I can't get him to win. Your appendix, it's based on power, dude. So if your account's strong enough, then obviously you're welcome on board. So I've got... Why is he so... I haven't got him. Have I got him with tenants? No, definitely haven't. Definitely haven't. No, because I've got Bassis because I was doing a video on that. To be fair, I might have already realised one issue. Because I didn't have his tenants in. It's not going to make a massive difference, as we've already discussed. Why is... right, again. There was a reason for this. Yeah, we're going to watch a fight. We're going to watch a fight. Oh, is my speed order completely messed now? Hold on. Yeah, it is. Nope. Nope. No, we're fine. We're fine. Maybe. Is a Valkyrie... Right, first off Ripski. Yeah. Who do I do as core for this? I didn't know whether it would be Natalie, Melissa, Madeline. Jason with the tenants. You're in a very I liked DGN's core as well, that's fine. Jason's in a very bitchy mood tonight. I like Jason in a bitchy mood. It's making me laugh. Now, I haven't put balance strike on Williams because I left this running on my second monitor and he was dying for about half an hour without getting off an attack. So I switched it up to Unbending Will. I could obviously leave this on overnight. The thing is, I actually wanted to learn a bit about Williams. So, well, he asked me to put it on 1. Shut up. So... my issue was I didn't want to leave it running, him clear this wave and then clear like the next 20 waves, then I don't actually get to use him, right? But I just couldn't, I couldn't get him to do anything. Like to the point that he wasn't even attacking. Does Wukong have melodic? I thought he had mirror on. Hold on, we'll skip this. Yeah, he should have mirror. I don't know why he's got link. Oh, to be fair, I'd set everything up for Hollow. I wasn't going to do Void campaign because I was embarrassed. I'd set everything up for Hollow. So everyone's got the wrong artifacts on now. Hence why everyone's got art eaters on. Because we wasn't going to do this. Who did I put? Well, no, because we don't want to. Who did I put it? Where's my other mirror then? Am I being blind? Oh, I've already got 3 mirrors there. Yeah, Williams has it. No, but Peter, we don't want loads of CC because it's a Valkyrie wave, dude. No, because I want... No, because we want him to have the attack boost anyway, right? Which we don't massively... Ah, no, we need the speed on her. Natalie's the less important one. I could even do that because that keeps the speed the same. But remove... I know you don't like Madeline, but who am I removing her for? I've got Sylvie, Basilisk, or Aspen. Are you thinking obviously because of the stuns? In which case, I haven't really got anyone to replace her with. Because I can't put Basilisk or Loafer in there. So, really, and I can't put Sylvie because she taunts. I could put Sylvian's taunt. It's like a suicide hero. Do a kickflip. That's what I feel like doing. Yeah. Okay. By the way, Will hates Madeline. Absolutely hates Madeline. In fact, what we'll do... We're going to do that. And we'll put that... Oh, no, it doesn't matter because we're not running Maddie. What did we have on Natalie? There you go. Because the thing is... Listen. I've now taken the artifact off. I'm not putting it back on. Let's try a few with this and just see if it works. All right? Let's see if it works. Oh, Pendix. Yeah, sorry, dude. I can't read every message, bro. Have you seen how many? Yeah. It's not. I haven't got a specific number. It depends on who else is currently in the guild. I don't know what the actual figure is. Yeah. Try it again. Okay. No, Peter, you don't want to CC all 3 Valks. You don't want to do that. Have I got everyone set up differently now? To be fair, I don't think any of that matters, right? We'll switch them all over and we'll see. Just so I'm understanding this correctly, right? The reason we do this, we're going to feed them more energy, right? Bear in mind, I've never ran a Williams account, so I'm fighting in the dark with this. Is that the thought process? If we gear them up for that? Right, let's try it. We'll try a few runs. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, right? And if I was macroing this, if I was leaving this on overnight, I would put the Dragon Rui on Wukong and hope to miss out on the burns, because I'm not leaving it on overnight. That is going to take so much RNG to do. I'd rather not risk it. Vago. Yes, you can switch imprints, my dude. Oh, bless you. Go and check my V4 guide. It has it all on there. They can't CC me. I've got dot purify on all the supports, and I've got attack purify. Oh, got the attribute reduction on Williams. But yeah, if I was leaving this overnight, I would rui it. Yeah, but Peter, no, it's not, because if and when the burns hit Williams, you die. So I get that that's the RNG play, but I'm not going to sit here and do 35,000 attacks. I would leave that on overnight because I know that would clear it. But as I said, the reason I didn't want to do that, I didn't want to leave it running like overnight, because once I RNG this wave, I'll then have no chance to use Williams, because the next time he gets stopped will be another bitch wave. But it's so annoying that this is the first wave on 911. Yeah, Randy, innit? It's like 711 all over again. We'll switch it up. We'll put the Dragon Rui. Where's this music, by the way? I've just listened to what it actually is. I still think that line. I didn't switch out. I didn't switch out. That's right. Yeah, 6 Valk sounds absolutely fun and engaging. But yeah, we'll stop after this. Like I said, the idea was I didn't want to sit here and just wait. No, Will, thank you. I don't think he looks super strong either. I've got him fully infused. He's fully infused up. But what I couldn't understand is this active here, when I changed it up and gave him unbending will, like here, sometimes the attacks looked okay. Other times they were doing nothing. They were doing absolutely nothing. But I'm at 130 mil attack. And I maxed out on precision because he gets the extra 50% when he does his attack from his E1. Got skill damage, armor break, nearly 100%. Crit damage. So I don't really get it. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. But I've never used it. So I don't, yeah. I can't really grasp it. Yeah, I haven't got a way of changing that, unfortunately, Peter. I haven't got I could use that. I could do antlers. I mean, the thing is, the antlers, I don't see how the antlers is going to do more damage than the rocket shell. But I'm happy to be told I'm wrong. Because having an extra... Right, let's go. Yeah, but what you got to bear in mind is, I've only been playing this account for about 3 months. So, like, my treasure train's suffering. I haven't tried Anti-Ranger, to be fair. To be fair, full disclosure, there we go, we do have it there. Yeah. So, my treasure train's suffered because I've been playing 3 months on this account properly. So, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, well, we'll try with the Dantlers. Let's see if that works. The thing is, I get what we're saying about skill damage, but he's not got someone under 50% health. So, well, that's, yeah. So he hasn't got someone under 50% health, right? So getting an extra 200% skill damage, I don't really think's the thing. The issue now, I don't have the shark cannon shells. My crit's gonna be really low. We're gonna leave it for tonight with the Williams because it's just, yeah, it's one of those things. I need to look into it more. I need to sort out the train as well. Or we can do treasure tickets. I don't have any more dust, mate. There you go. That was fat. but only on 3 of them. Yeah, clunky. I know, but as I said, I haven't. We'll try one more fight, and then we'll do some treasure tickets, and then we'll go on to my new free-to-play account. Ben, have a good. Oh, Ben, can you do me a favor as well? Right? Do you have YouTube Premium, or do you not have YouTube Premium? Ben, don't go yet. Let me ask you a question, because I know that you sometimes watch the stream after. Someone said to me the other day, I've got YouTube Premium on my devices, right? So I can't go and check it. No premium. When you look at my streams after, like tomorrow, can you do me a favour? Can you message me? Because there should be... I've got a pre-roll ad. Someone said to me the other day, there was an ad like every 3 minutes when they were watching a VOD. Like, you shouldn't be getting ads during this at all, right? They said they were getting them on every 3 minutes. And I have no reason to believe that they were lying. But I don't understand it. So can you just make sure? Have you checked the event treasures? Yeah, but the orange one, Clunky, is really good. Both of the orange ones are solid. It's just the pink one's absolutely shocking. It's not absolutely shocking. It's bad for a pink treasure. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, just let me know, because I'll just turn them all off completely. It doesn't bother me for the stream stuff, but it shouldn't be doing that, and it's annoyed me that it has done that. Oh, here we go. Is this going to be the one? Ah. Rubia. Oh, sorry, Rubia. Have you messaged me? What is this music? Every now and then I'm just listening to it and realising. Rubia, where's your... Oh, Rubia, yours is stuck in my... I hate that. It's stuck in like a separate inbox. Rubia, let's jump on yours, dude. And even if you're not here, it doesn't matter, because we're going to do a review for yours. And I'm going to... Indian music's playing. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yes. No. Actually, Will, that was a lie. I didn't have that. Listen, I'm not going to worry about that too much now. I'll sort it out, because to be fair, I do need to look at doing the sigils and stuff, because that's the other thing. I've only ever done sigils like once, and I got terrible luck. The issue with having an account that's quite old, but was old from times well before any of this stuff existed. And then I only really started playing this account in like December, January time, because I was using the other account. So yeah, I'm really lacking on stuff like Treasure Train, etc. Rubia, are you sure that's the right password? Oh, I missed the last bit. I thought you were just using proper grammar. Yeah, thank you. I will do, to be fair. I will message you, to be fair. This is Rubia's account. Or one of Rubia's accounts. So, VIP7, you little baby whale, you. Let's go. It's level 118. A- Wukong. Nice. Betty, Natalie, an A-, Mockman, Beast Mode, another Giant Killer Defier, and a Queenie. On Kiramara as a tenant, because of course you do. I'm joking. Let's check out. Hold on. Let's check out the artifact situation. I'm sure you've got this down pat, right? Demon Bell, Mirror, Splendid Lingering, Splendid Ruri. Yeah, you're not in a rush. So obviously you're going to do Mirror and Demon Bell next. You haven't got a Void campaign yet either. So I suppose, yeah, it's just irrelevant, isn't it? You've already got your Echinacea. Your home's young. you're going to fully sub out Betty for Void Vortex, I suppose. So that makes life easier. You will need more energy feed come 130 to do Void Vortex straight away. But Ruby, you're experienced, aren't you? This isn't a tip one, is it? I'm just looking at your account. Yeah. As I say, you don't need tips or advice. This is just mainly looking at the account. There you go. I've got an artifact guide. It's going to be so much easier for you to look at that, because the answer to what you've said is yes. You use 2 to upgrade, but there's more into it than that, with like the resources and that. But there is one of my original beginner guides will explain all that. So I've never done Mockman, and I don't mean that, by the way, Vega, I don't mean that in a horrible way, but I think it's honestly easier for you to see it all laid out rather than me trying to explain, honestly. Will's obviously the Mockman main. So I don't know. I mean, it makes all perfect sense. And then you'll regress Betty, won't you? Who's your next hero going to be? Out of interest. Who are we thinking? Who are you looking at and thinking that's who I want? Yeah, Vega, it will do. The important thing is make sure that you get energy feed. So you want your Lingering Melody, which is your main offensive artifact. You want a Glittery Dauntless Cane, which is your other main offensive artifact for bosses or second round damage dealers, or basically non-100 energy dealers. And then you want energy feed. Dragon Rue is fine. I don't like the fact, especially if you're free to play, that it's recommended that that's what you get next. I think that's a bit niche. Yeah, this is a Smurf account. Yeah, this is definitely a Smurf account. But yeah, to be fair, it's interesting. This all makes complete sense, right? You're going to be set. You're going to need Oberon, definitely. That's the one thing I would say. I'm surprised you haven't got Oberon. You're already getting Melissa and Olivia ready, and you got Heartwatch. I love it. No worries, Kay. Have a good one, bro. I'll see you later. Hope you feel better. You're not a whale. I don't know what the definition of whale is, but I'd suggest VIP 7 at 118 is whale-like behaviour, even if it's not outright Giga Whale behaviour. I didn't ignore you, Robbie. I responded to the first message. What would you expect me to say about the jellyfish and the colour of their tentacles? So Rubia, out of interest, I don't want to dox your email address. What's the point of what's your goal with this account? Let us know. What's your goal with this account then? Because I find it interesting. The fame, yeah. Me and my 50 fans. Just having fun. I like it. So your main account, have you not had a Mockman main before? So is that what you're thinking, that it would be fun to build a Mockman main? Because I've never built Mockman. I think Mockman comes across as fun. The more I talk about DTV as well, I want to build him. I like the idea of Vulcan. But yeah, 50 is more like 0. Are there any mods in the chat that can ban Vago for bullying? Because that hurt me down to the bone, that comment. That was nasty. That was so horrible. No, Sandy, I did see the comments, to be fair. I just don't know what I'm supposed to respond about the jellyfish. Bless him. Yeah, Will, DTV is interesting. DTV is interesting. I like his path, and I think as a free-to-play, relaxing sounds, V4 and a Drake. Do you know what? I wondered that, but here's the thing. Rubia knows what he's doing. And from his point of view, I don't know. I mean, you might as well park the Stella somewhere. And it's going to be better on a Drake than it is on a Heartwatcher. Because Heartwatcher will still get her max stacks out. Drake, when he's V3, I presume. What does he do? can't be because he does 100% down anyway. I don't know. There's probably a reason for it. Yeah, holding food, exactly. So there's no danger to doing this. Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely fine. And who else is he going to put it on? Bear in mind, Wukong's a tenant. I mean, you could argue, but then he's not going to be using that Wukong at all, is he? And you're going to be using Drake in more teams than you are Heartwatcher, I'd have thought. I mean, out of interest, Rubia, what are you doing right now? Hellboy, nice. Gun Lampoon, how you doing, dude? Because, like, you've completed... How far are you in here? Oh, I don't want to do that in case it... How far are you in Aspen Dungeon? Like, what level of purgatory are you at? Because you must be getting outsped at this point. No, Vago, not for his account. I will do, but I'm not going to set anyone up. They're going in raw. Let's just see... I presume. I don't know who's going to do best. Wukong and Natalie are both really good. 151. Nice, dude. Bear in mind they're not treed or anything. I presume that's really good. Where's your maximum? You said you had whales on your server. Holy shit, you do, don't you? That's annoying because they're higher level than you as well. Yeah, but he's into purgatory. He doesn't need ticks. Vago, ticks is fantastic, right? But when you're on this type of account, it's irrelevant. Once you get to Transcendence heroes, the only base hero that matters is Holmes Young and then a handful of supports, which would be Drake, Heartwatcher, Ignis, kind of. And then there's some niche cases for like Sealand where you might want Annabelle's. I don't really do Sealand. Here we go. But the counters might work. In fact, we're going to go for Natalie. We're going to go for Natalie. Yes. Owen has S. Williams if he didn't sell, does he? Is that ass guy? Nice. Or beast. Will. I put it into the system several times. And it kept on coming out as a woman. I didn't make him a woman. It made himself a woman. Alright? Hey, Ali. Annabelle could be super interesting for China Champion. I'm sure she can. Annabelle is an interesting hero. I feel like with Annabelle, it doesn't affect the highest attack hero, right? It's when she dies, it impacts them. So there's things with Annabelle that I think sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad. But yeah, if you're using her as a suicide hero to nerf the damage dealer, that's great, but difficult. Grim level, there won't be a Grim. Will there be a Grim? Oh, you can do the Grimmar before level 130. I don't know why I assumed you couldn't. Stupid. This is stupid. Rubia, this is stupid. Oh god, here we go. Nice. This looks like my Dream Team account. Yeah. Yes, Ali. That's it. But the thing is, I would have thought, and Ali, you know obviously far more than I do about Trial of Champion, all that kind of stuff. When you've got a hero and... Or do you make them treat? Because it's hard, I suppose, because you want to make them squishy so they die, but not so squishy that by the time the other heroes have all attacked, the damage dealer is the one that kills her, right? You want the damage dealer to kill her. Every Hellboy, I love that. 100% they do. Every single hero has a... not every single one. Not every, but 95% do. 100%. There's always you. But that's why it's so difficult. And do you know what I hate? Is on the Idle Heroes discussion Discord, right? People will say, is this hero food? And you'll say, yeah, they're food. And then you'll get someone come up and say, oh, but they're really good at clearing like level 23, 24 seal land. And it's like, right, but that's not going to affect this guy in early game help who's asking if XYZ is a shit hero or not. Yeah. Yes, there you go. 100%, man. Stellar Shards and Cot. You want 5 million of each for your first heroes so that you can V for them straight off bat, and then you want to start pushing more towards Stellar. Yeah, he looks like he's going to build Melissa next. He's got the copies there. The attack here, 12 million attack. 13.5 million attack on his Mockman. Train? The train's probably not fat train, is it? I wouldn't have thought. 2 million A's actually, that's not bad, is it? Because there hasn't been that many series, I wouldn't have thought, since you started this account that you could really push on. Did you get into retro game? No. How close did you... I hate this layout, bro. Where have you put all of it into? Yeah, but Rubia, impressive account, my man. No. Samurai, I think that's terrible advice. I don't get why people do that. Well, I do, that's a lie. But it's not for me, that tactic. Right, but Rubia, super clean account. Super clean account. We like seeing accounts like that. It's a difficult account to look at because it's hard for people to find context with an account like that because no one else is going to, well, not many people are going to have accounts like it. But obviously, it's going to be interesting to see how your Mockman account progresses, and it'll be interesting to see how an early game Mockman does. Though, I don't know if I'd call it early game, I suppose, because you're going to straight off rip be at 20 million attack by the time you get there. By the time you get to 130, I'd have thought. Oh, you're going to be more than that. Because you're going to have subs, etc., aren't you? No, because he's not level 130 yet, so you can't do... Oh! Do you know, I didn't check. No, you can't do it without being level 130 because you need subs on Betty. Ahmad, how you doing? Ahmad, are you the person in the Pokemon channel? So, let's have a look. This is Soul's account. Azrael, you dirty dog. Azrael and Finn, you dirty, dirty dog. With a Geester. You dirty, dirty, dirty dog. Just a random... I love the bench. Just two Ignises just chilling. Oh, I love the Michelle. That's super cool, man. Rubia, I'll see you later, dude. Have fun. Yeah, no Basilisk. But you see, if he did have Basilisk, Will's saying that to mock me, right? But if Soul did have a Basilisk, he'd be right at the top. Ignore that team. Ignore that team. Ignore that team. He's got an Animac in there. Ignore that team. Madline with a core in his main team. This guy knows more than Will. It's interesting seeing all the different cores that are active. Why? How interesting. Will gets it. Will gets it. I'm going to take PvP more seriously. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. Because I have to keep Basilisk in the team somehow. And that's how we're going to keep him relevant. That's how we're going to keep him relevant. Oh, sorry. Azul Fuza. Is it possible to explain how do you energy feed the Basilisk, please? And what heroes does he truly want? Listen, well, you energy feed him. You energy feed like any other hero, man. I mean, Basilisk is weird because the speed issue that he's always going to go first. I know that Ali's slightly different. Ali doesn't mind him doing a round 1 active. Because I always used him as a round 2 active, he would get energy from that source anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah. Yeah, clunky. It is a different game. It's a different game. It's a different game. And Ali, listen, to be fair, yeah, as also your team, yeah, so you'll get energy fed from your team, right? Because they will have mirrors or demon bells or whatever. So you can go, who'll do his round one active, who'll have his second round, who'll have his skill damage boosted up, and then go. That's the idea. Or that's my idea of it. So I'll see you later, dude. Thank you for dropping in. Ahmad, I wouldn't do that. Gundam Poon. Mirror over... Listen, I prefer... But this is the thing. I prefer demon bells over mirrors, but I prefer spiritual mirrors over evil sonatas, though someone recently told me a secret. So maybe my mind's changing. And that's down to a lot of different things, but I don't think it massively matters. I really don't think it massively matters which way around you do it. Randy, nice. Yeah, what did you pull that from? Was that from a B stone? That's how I got mine. I got mine from... I don't even know if mine was a B+ stone. Whilst I've got some of the brain trust here, should we try and re-roll this, do you reckon? Regular Awaken. Nice. And you had that Wukong before. What do I want to roll on my Melissa? I've had her as A- forever, and she's sat here with terrible stats. So I don't know what to re-roll her to, or try to re-roll her to. And I've got hammers. I must have hammers. I've got holy armor. Yeah. What do I think's a good... Hey, Nicholas. New name. You've got to save, bro. And I know that sounds stupid. If you're free to play, it's just a bit of a slog. Like, there's no way around it. You have to make sure that any time that you get good copies that you sell them, even low copies that you try and sell them rather than retiring them. So it means what you're doing is you're limiting yourself with how many events you can complete, because you're spending your starry gems instead of waiting to save up your starry gems. But by a country mile, the biggest improvement an account can have is an A- copy. So yeah, basically you just got to wait and save. Is this better than this? You'd get booted, Clunky. You can't do that, dude. Is this better? Divine block versus just normal block? No, I know, but is this better than this? Okay. I just meant one over the other. I know I'm still going for holy armor. It depends on your luck, because if you get really lucky and pull like a good B tier, for instance, you're gonna get there quicker than someone that doesn't ever pull one. That's annoying, isn't it? I mean, this is still probably better for her because it's a block, but we just rolled a giant killer defier. We're gonna save it. Listen. We're gonna get a holy armor anyway, but there's no way I'm cancelling that. Yeah. Holy armor crit block. We'll save that. Should we still keep on going for a little bit? We've still got some hammers. And to be fair, yeah, there is no chance that I would ever buy an A- or an A copy without the stats I want, because there's no chance that I'm risking having to use like 500 hammers on something. It's just not. It's not what I'm bothered with. So we don't want divine block skill damage reduced dots received. So yeah, I don't really need the hammers for anything. Oh, I didn't even look at what it gave. I just clicked off it. I just clicked off it. What an idiot. I actually think that had control immunity as well as holy armor. Hey, Cinder. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Thanks, bud. Don't. No, it wasn't. Stop lolling me. This is why I can't do stuff, right? You should see me when I'm trying to roll resonance gear. That's not better because that's got blocked. I don't care about holy damage or precision. Come on. We can do this. When I do resonance gear, I literally have to... I have to do what I'm doing with my mouse now. Like quickly click away so I don't accidentally just click cancel or save in the wrong one. Yeah, Cinder, wouldn't it? Well, I already had God Gonna Defy something else. Right. Okay. We're happy with that copy, yes? Everyone's happy with that copy. I didn't click off of it. I nearly clicked on the X. I don't know what that would have done. But we're happy with that copy. Yes. Randy says, nice. I believe Randy. And Will. Cinder, oh bless you. And Cinder, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. I'll get your name up on the board for next time, alright? That's 4 new people today. Well, K's a rebuy, to be fair. But what a great day for members. Nice. I've been meaning to do that for ages, but I wanted to ask the Brain Trust, i.e. you lot, what to roll on it. It's the only time any of you have ever been called Brain Trust. Yes, Melissa is now a tanky girl. So... do you know what I'd like? I'd like to get a better copy of Queen. I'm not that fussed. I'm not that fussed. I'm looking forward to Force War. Force War. Get in the bag. Talking about bag. How many sigil pages do we have? We've got loads of sigil pages. I don't have loads of Awakens though. I don't have loads of Awakens. I can't do it, man. I wanted to do some sigil page openings, but it would be silly. Cinder. Hold on. Some absolute bellends outside playing really loud music. No one thinks they're cool when they do that. If you're one of the people that does that and you drive around in a car with really loud music, just know that everyone thinks you're a sado. I'm just saying it right here, right now. Vibing's fine, but when you sit there with music so loud that you can hear it through like brick walls, you've got a problem. And your ears are going to absolutely... Oh, Koji, I bet you are. Cinder, how dare you, sir? How dare you? Force War is super fun. I got into it last time, mainly because Ben told me that there was extra chests that I never knew existed. And then once I found out they existed, I was hooked. Absolutely hooked on it as a game mode. How many days have we got left of this? 73 hours. Nice. I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to cheat. Mysterious chests. We haven't done the wishing coins. We haven't done the wishing coins. What? Have we? Why has no one told me? No, we haven't. I wondered why I didn't have enough. Oh, right, okay. God. Relaxing Sounds 108. Here's the thing. What am I going to do with them? What extra chests? The Golden Spirit wants, or are they new chests? I don't know what you mean, Samurai. What are we talking about, my friend? Optimal gameplay. Not on this account. Get in. I've got gems. We're not buying this. We're not buying that. Oh, I could do Sky Labyrinth. Wishing coins. Right. Jesus Christ. Core Transcendence. When you've unlocked the Void, you go here and you use them. And then you get a guaranteed 5-star hero. You have one as an up chance that you can select from the base 4 factions. And then you've got one from the light and dark. The percentages go up every time you don't get one. And you click on here to switch between Fate or Guidance. Fate gives you a 6.67% chance, i.e. 1 in 15, of getting a Sphere of Transcendence. A Sphere of Transcendence you can open for either 250,000 COT or 250,000 Stellar. Or you can go in Guidance and get a guaranteed 1 in 15 if you're a bitch. That's what you use them for. But yeah. And they're very useful. And every time you open up a core, you get 8,000 COT. So that does ramp up if you use loads of them. What were we doing? Wishing coins. Right. How many super wishing coins do I have? Ah, loads of super wishing coins. Theoretically. Just gonna do it. Just can't bother. 8k chest is good value though. Relaxing Sounds. If that's the chest I'm thinking of, you're getting banned from speaking in the chat. That is not good value. It's not good value. You shouldn't be doing that. Here's the thing. They're nice to pick up when they're free. You don't want to be buying them. 50 relics isn't worth a lot, and selection chests, once you get out of early game, aren't worth a lot. And if you're in early game, when this is really nice, 8,000 gems is a significant amount of expenditure. I wouldn't recommend it. But I certainly wouldn't say it's good value, but if you want to do it, obviously you can do it. It depends where you are. Yeah, there you go. You'll need loads, man. Don't worry about it. But cores are fun. When you get to E5 Hero, it unlocks and you can use them all. In the VHL, Cinder's here. Oh no, Cinder. Did Cinder still here? Cinder will know as well. I think we had like 100 each. By the time we got an E5 Hero, so you do get them quite quickly. Can't remember what we're doing. Wishing coins. Right. Man. I'd like to get the treasure tickets. Oh, let's just do them. Man, let's just do them. No, there you go. As I'm saying, if you're early game, see on my account, which we're going to look at in a second, I don't think it's the worst thing to do. I'm just not saying that it's like a really good thing to do. It's not great value. For instance, for my account, there's like no point in me buying that, right? If you're free to play really early on, 8,000 gems is significant. I don't know. But then if you're sat there with a fat stack of gems, go for it. Like it's not bad value. I just don't see it as good value. It's like one of those in between, very dependent. All right, come on, give me all the stuff. Shut up. No, you haven't wasted it. You haven't wasted it. Yeah, I've got Garuda. Let's get Margaret. Come on. Is that quick enough for you, Koji? Is that quick enough for you? That sounded very aggressive, and I meant it. Yeah, I've got Margaret. Reading a comment. Got burned through all of these. Thing is, we might as well do this. Because like things like soul symbols and stuff is always useful, especially because I have to do stuff for videos. Like I have to constantly regress. Like that Wukong and Elena, I have built and regressed. I've regressed a trans Elena like 10 times for a video, and the video didn't get released. So that was a complete waste. There's like 100 soul symbols in the bin, basically, because I couldn't get it right. I'm just an idiot. But yeah. I'm going to, because I don't want to waste. I don't have to do all the loops, but I'd like the rewards from the loops, is what I'm suggesting. So we need to do 240. I don't really want to buy more stuff. Oh, it's Hanchuk here. Hey, Hanchuk. Yeah, listen. It's fine. The terrible value is this one. That's horrendous value. I don't... On my free-to-play one, which I've just started, I actually think I am going to buy this because of the selection chests. 50 relics, 50 relics. I'm not buying it for the cause. Because, you know, everything gets diluted in value the more it becomes available, right? And the cause are part of that. I forgot what I was doing. Plentiful gifts. Plentiful gifts. Plentiful gifts. So we've got on 2,200 points. So we've got to do 880 super wishing coins. We've got the ability to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 880-ish. Yay! All the stuffs. No. Nah, nothing. Right. Oh yeah, got more eggs. Nice. Cool. Yeah, Samurai. Enjoying the holiday. Nice, man. Hanchuk, where are you from? Do you get... Nice. You got... I didn't get... Well, everyone was saying I got lucky with my eggs. I didn't feel like I got lucky. Maybe I'm being spoiled. I don't think I got lucky. Oh, yeah, because it's not big. I can't remember what I got now. I got that. Destiny Trail. Oh, you're German. Oh, so you get like the bank holidays as well, right? There you go. No worries, dude. That's what we're here for. We always try it. It's very difficult to give like generic advice to people. Oh no, we get today off, and we get Monday off as well. So we get Good Friday, we get Easter Monday, 4-day weekend. Not for this guy because I work Saturdays, but yeah, for everyone else. Let's go. Whilst we're here, let's check out the VH Optimal account. Right. This is the VH Optimal account. We are 2.5 days in, sitting pretty with our Garuda. The problem, and I've said this, is that you get completely cucked by this right here. Horrendous decision by DH Games. Terrible. This is so brutally broken. that it's completely changed up the way and any advice to the newbie growth plan, because it takes so long to do. So yeah, it's meant that normally I'd be in a rush to do everything. There's just no need now because I'm going to be stuck on this for like 2 weeks, whereas normally you clear that after 2 days. But yeah, because of Mark's help, it's so easy though. Don't even start with me, Koji. Do you know how optimal I'm being? I'm not using these for food. I'm going to wait and use them for subs so I can do the glory challenge when I get to 130. I'm doing Fantasy Arcade. And I'm going to finish it. Handshock, funny you should say that. Here's the problem. I know that works because we had Jordan do that in our little tournament. And Ithaca was shredding through. The issue is, I'm doing the account from level 1 to 130. So it's going to finish up around anniversary event, right? And I'm playing it optimally so that people can see what to do. I don't think that I can therefore go off piste and build an Ithaca, even though it's 100% what I'd recommend doing. Because if you don't know at what point to regress it, then you end up with an Ithaca that's not going to do an awful lot. You have to invest the right amount in guild tech and then pull it out at the right time. Like I feel like that's opening up a can of worms that I'm just not prepared to do. So yeah, Vago, I did the mathematics on this earlier. You should be getting this, not worrying about the Stella and the Cot from this, because what we want to be doing, we want to be cheesing the Pioneer races. I've always been an advocate for getting deluxe resource chests out of events one time, because I don't advocate people do Fantasy Arcade, because I don't hate people, right? But because we're doing Fantasy Arcade, we're not going to get the deluxe resource chests. We're going to pick Stella and Cot, and you get a better ratio of Stella and Cot in the Mysterious Sales than you do here. So we're going to use this for this stuff. So then we're going to cheese the Pioneer races to get top 3 in the Pioneer races, so we can get all the yummy rewards. I want to get top 3. I don't think getting top 6 is an issue. Depends how hard people push it, right? But these relics early on really do add up. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And basically every time I do this, I see no one else cheesing it. No one else. You have 50 of what? The chests. You need to get a lot more if you want to do what I want to do. So Mark has showed me the way. He has showed me the way of the macro for Fantasy Arcade. I've just got to spend time doing it, and I really can't be bothered. But yeah, I'm even, as I said, normally I'd definitely get food out of these. But because we're playing optimally, we're going to wait and we're going to do subs. We're not even putting our hero shards out because we're going to wait until the next Pioneer race comes. And we're going to pull all our shards out. Like, we are playing this as properly as possible. So I can't be told that I'm giving terrible advice. I give enough of that. But yeah, Garuda first. Yeah, but you're not... So you can clear... So Samurai, you can clear broken spaces or the Dawn plan before you get Transcendence Heroes, but it's just you used to be able to do it a lot quicker. The new one's an absolute pig. Gundam Poon, are you on the Discord? Because that's not your... listen, we speak on stream. You're on Discord because you obviously know Deuce. We are looking at Deuce's account. I'm looking at in my own time tomorrow, and we are going to make a video on Deuce's account. Deuce, for those that don't know, is like a VIP 7 2 weeks into his life on the game and needs direction. He's got the most treasure selection chests I have. Oh, you're Beardew. Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. Hey, man. He has got the most treasure chests I've ever seen for a single person, and I don't know where he's got them from. So we're going to jump on his account and we're going to help him out. Relaxing. Worst thing is the tavern quests. It used to be... It depends. If you wanted to rush through Newbie Growth Plan, right? You would do the tavern quests and there's a pity timer at about... It's either 2,700 gems or 3,000 gems. that you would get a guaranteed 7-star. Now, no use in doing it whatsoever, because as I said, until you can complete the first level of broken spaces, what's the point? Like, you might as well just sit and wait. I actually got a 6-star lucky. But yeah, I'm not pushing that anyway. The massive thing I found, these striver points, dude, I've never done this before. Thank you, Ben. I got that resonance kit. Oh, absolute beast mode. Absolute beast mode. Like, the difference it makes just having that early on. I think I might have made a cock up by picking warrior. Maybe I should have gone for mage. But I don't know how long it's going to be until I get a Holmes Young, and I can always transition later. Jordan! Hey, man! Dan, are you watching the stream back? Terribly behind. Because you were talking about holy armor and control immunity, and I think you were referring to when we were hammering out Melissa's stone, which is about 15-20 minutes ago. There is someone every week that is watching on catch up and doesn't realise it. Or are we talking about something else? Yeah, Vago, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, this is the new account that we're doing. And yeah. But as I said, I don't know. I'm not going to do the stuff on stream because I want to do this part in the video. Oh, to be fair, it doesn't matter. They can see that bit anyway. But yeah, on this account, because I don't need to buy many gems worth of stuff, because we're only going to need to do 26,000 gems. But I'm going to end up with more gems because I'm going to do more Fantasy Arcade. I could perhaps purchase some more stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm definitely going to buy this. But because the food early on is important, right? I'm not sure whether it's worth me buying this or not. And I feel like it's stupid maybe not doing that. But I'm not even going to have the copies to use them on. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Vago, nice. Listen, Vago, if you're struggling, I have the first 3 episodes of a free-to-play account series I started months ago. Check that out. I went through step by step on that account. The issue with free-to-play, from a content perspective, is you get about 2 weeks in, and then you have like a real lull in what you can do. So for me, it wasn't worthwhile doing. Like, the content was so difficult to do. You don't want to level up any heroes other than Garuda and Sigmund. You have to do these for the growth plan. Now we've got 4, we don't have to do any more. I don't want to see you do 6-star heroes or whatever. Don't do it. Don't upgrade anyone's stone at all. It's a waste of resources. Only build up your Garuda's stone. Yeah, but I am. So this is that account. So I'm going to put this video out next week, probably Monday. But obviously I've done it before, but it was just difficult. Dio, I'll see you later, my man. Have a good one. Sigmund is someone that's lost in time, right? Sigmund, like Heartwatcher, for whatever reason, people seem to ignore these days when they absolutely shouldn't. As a new player, Sigmund is fantastic for doing boss damage. He also strips armor, so he makes your team do more damage. As you progress through the game and you get more Transcendence heroes, you do not use Sigmund. But you should use Sigmund early on. There is no reason why you wouldn't do that. In my mind, Garuda is going to be my final 10-star hero to put in to make an E5 hero, probably Holmes Young. And Sigmund's probably like the E4 10-star. Do you know what I mean? So you get rid of them at the same kind of time. Right, Vago. Here's the issue. Sigmund at level 140, is that level 6? I don't even know what that means. Is that level 6 6-star or is that 7-star? You should only build one hero up at a time. I think building Sigmund up to 6-star is fine. Focus on either Garuda or Eloise. Don't build both of them up. Yes, Buckwin, that's why you build him. He's perfect. And more importantly, and something people don't realise, yeah, keep him at 6-star. Sigmund's fine at 6-star. you get Sigmund and Heartwatcher in basic hero shards. So you get loads of copies of them. The amount of accounts I go on and there's no Heartwatcher, it makes me want to smash my face against a wall, because she's so important, especially early on and obviously later on, but people just don't build her. We saw Rubio's account earlier, right? And he was talking about, look, this is how stupid this account has gone. This is going to be an account. This was an Alakita. See, it's interesting, and Will know what I'm talking about. This account, this was my non-meta account. And when I started using my main account, I switched this over because I didn't understand why Alakita couldn't be used early game, why people said she could only be used Destiny. I know why people say that. The reasoning didn't make sense to me. So I built Alakita, Vespera and Natalie on this account. And then I was spending so much time on the main account that had Basic as a main that was off meta. I thought there's no point having 2 off meta accounts. So I thought I'd make this a fun account. So it's fun. But I have Alakita's core. So yeah, I don't know. This is just a silly account. But I've got to think of something to do with it. And I might go back to making an Alakita account and see what I can get done. I might do that. Vago, you get 5 copies of Garuda. That's it. So you can build her to 10 star for free. Here's the thing. You can use heroes at 5 star, 6 star, 9 star and 10 star as food. If they're 7 or 8 star, you can't. You have to build them up. And once they're past 10 star, i.e. E1, E2, E3, you have to regress them to use them as food. If you build Garuda out to E1, she's useless to you. You're then going to waste soul symbols when really you want them soul symbols for when you get to do the glory challenge. Build Garuda up to 10 star, leave her there. Build your Eloise up realistically before her. I don't know where you're getting copies from. If you're using relics for copies, stop. Don't do that. The only thing you should use relics for is mysterious artifacts. These bad boys right here. Not these artifacts, not hero copies. These artifacts. That's the only thing. I like IEA. And Will, to be fair, we spoke about this. It's a shame that I've kind of started doing the new free-to-play account, because otherwise I'd do it because I want to see it, because we're on the same wavelength with that. I don't get it. As long as you build properly around her, I don't get why she wouldn't be insane early on. The other nice thing, in my mind, is theoretically, you're also building a team that would help Natalie as your boss damage dealer. Because you're building out a team that has lots of debuffs. So it kind of works both ways. Yeah, in my mind, it works both ways. IEA has higher requirement for Grim. What does that mean, dude? Ali. I like when I see Ali talking. Ali's normally driving, so you better not be driving. I know that. Oh, I've got a new seat. It's got adjustable arms. Had this for 2 weeks. I didn't realise. Ha ha ha! King of the castle, king of the castle. Oh no, you fine, Ali. I know you're busy, man. Listen, I stream UK time. You are over in the big land of the US and A. Yes, Vago, 100%. But here's the thing, right? You either build Holmes Young as your first E5, or you build Eloise as your first E5. If you're going to go down the Holmes Young route, stop building Eloise. Just stop it. If you're building Eloise, keep Holmes Young, because you're going to want him E5 later anyway. Parasite, it's nice to see you, man. I'll get your name up in lights next week. And by the way, I want to stop calling you Parasite. What's your name? I want to know what your name is, because I don't like calling people weird names. Oh, Ali, I'm happy I got your full attention. How are you, my friend? You okay? And Jordan, we're going to do definitely. So we've got Juicy's video next week. Matt. Right. Because I hate calling you Parasite, because it feels like I'm not calling you by very nice word, is it? I'm not going to embrace it. We're going to call Parasite Matt from now on, or I am anyway. I don't like referring to it. It's different. Like Koji, obviously Koji's not your name, right? But it make like Paco's name's not Paco, as far as I'm aware. No, it's definitely not, because I know what Paco's real name is. So I don't mind it if it's actually like a realistic name, but I'm not. I won't like Mark's account. So Mark, when he first messaged me, was Le Demon. It's like, well, I'm not calling you that. What's your name? Or Ben. I don't mind calling Ben Sideshow, but I prefer calling him Ben. Yes, Will's exactly what Idle Zeros, i.e. Will has just said, is what I agree with. I don't agree with it anyway. And I'm happy because Will can prove it, and I don't mind trying to help prove it. Oh, Ali. Bountivy. Yeah, but is that your surname? Yeah, I can say Bountivy, but I words like that, I don't like to think about it. Your name is Jordan, so you're Jordan. And do you know what, Matt? It's been fun having you, mate. We've been very fortunate recently. Quite a few people have joined up, and I noticed you have been there the last couple of weeks. It's really good to see you. Bountivy. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Relaxing sounds. Let me just stop you, right? I don't want Will to have a heart attack. We're not going to argue with Will in the chat. He will get frustrated and he will prove you wrong. Let's just establish that. And unfortunately for everyone else, I can have 100 people tell me something, and if Will says the opposite, I'm more than likely to be on Will's side. so that's fine. No, it does. So Samurai, what we're saying is we don't agree with that. The general premise of the IEA thing was that IEA doesn't work until endgame because of Destiny heroes. You need the Destiny debuffs, etc. Because she works off of the amount of debuffs. I don't agree. I didn't agree with that because I think as long as you build it properly, you can still get plenty of debuffs, right? And there's even down to things like artifacts you could put on, etc. And Will is, by all accounts, of the same volition. So I was happy that someone else that was smart said it. So we think that she can be used early on, but she just isn't. The thing is, it's obviously a time commitment / money commitment to prove a point in this game. So you have to make an account to prove it. Otherwise, you're just speaking about theories. So Will's making an account. I've got this account that I can do it on. Yeah. I'm not doing the Star Soul. Here's why. I have my Star Soul and it is not level 4. Oh, Ali, I've just seen what you said. Yes. Let's go into Ali's account. Oh, yes. This is a proper meaty account, by the way. Not like my scrub shitty little account. Let's go. Let's go. Ali's got a beast mode account. Right. Oh, do you know what's an absolute game changer? It's changing the height of these armrests. Bear in mind, I put this seat together. I don't know how this is working because I certainly didn't do it. It must have just, I don't know. Right. Here we are. Samurai. Jordan. No worries. Of course. I didn't think about that. I should have wished you a happy Easter. I know that that's your type of thing. Have a good one, man. I hope you and your family have a fantastic weekend. Have a good Easter, my friend. Samurai, the reason they don't do that is the same reason that you don't have like dummies that you can just hit over and over again to see how much your team can do like boss damage. They don't want you to have that opportunity. They don't want you to have the opportunity to test it out, because then there'll be proof of stuff rather than just theories. It's one of those things. They want you to have to experience it so that you can't just do it. Because and to be fair, I think it's a good thing. Like, especially if you just had like a dummy where you could just hit to test your damage, right? Everyone would instantly then know like, this is the best team because it can be tested. So at least it gives some variety to it. Relaxing. Yeah, 100%. And you're spot on. And I think the thing is as well, there are heroes that can do things quicker than others. You could almost say though, does it matter? Because you're comparing, I suppose, to the end goal. Maybe, depending what you're. So, for instance, say you've got a hero that can get through chapter 7 quicker than another one, but then that second hero gets through chapter 8 quicker than that one. So, as you do a graph, like they cross over, and it depends. Like, it depends what your end goal is. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Allocator copies are so expensive. So expensive. Vago, yes, Tix is super strong. Tix is so underrated. Tix used to get like a bit of a bad rap as you build him as a tenant for Eloise, and it's like, yeah, he happens to be a tenant, but you don't really get any stats from it. He's just an incredible hero. Incredible hero. Yes, the only obviously caveat to that, and I'm sure Will would agree with this, is I presume, Will, you have a lot more specific. So, for instance, like you'd need to build Vespera, right? Whereas you wouldn't really build Vespera in any other team. Would I be right in saying that? And also, would stuff like I can't think of what artifact does it that spreads the attribute reductions, like stuff like it's a little bit more tricky. But I like that. I like the fact that you can build a team out and you can build it for Natalie as well, right? Certainly on like a spender's path, the fact that you can get 2 ATs of Alakita and Natalie and just make them do the same thing, so that DGN can be your boss damage dealer and IEA can be your campaigner. Oh, nice one. Vespera copies are. Will hates Madline with an absolute passion. It's wild, but yeah, I get your point. Ignis goes well with anyone. Ignis goes well with anyone. This is Ali's account, just in case anyone's interested. As you see, he's lacking a bit on the S tiers. He's only got like 7 of them. I swear, I see Olivia there. Didn't you have an S tier Olivia? Did I make that up? Am I just missing it? Will does not like Madeline. Oh, I swear you had an S one. I don't know why. Oh, that's really cool, Heart Watcher, bro. Where did you get the Heart Watcher from? Where did the Heart Watcher come from? I rolled it on stream. Was it that one? Didn't we get... Was that the one that we got? Or have you bought another one? We rolled Ali an A on stream, but I thought it was an A minus. I didn't think it was an A. No, it was this one, because we said good HP, good speed. Yeah, nice. Damage reduction, heal effect of being healed. Heart Watch is sneaky, bro. Nice. So, this is Ali's team. Where is he currently in Trial of Champion? 23. I don't even know. I don't even know what we can beat and what we can't beat. I'm building the team how I want to build it. Ali can always fix it after. Right, obviously we're not building Madeline. To be fair, let's. Do you not have? That's okay. So what are we going to do? So we're going to go Queenie. Basilisk obviously gets into the team. Do you run PDE in this lineup then? Yeah. And do we run Betty or not? I mean, I'm presuming. Hey, Rake. We're gonna kill Rake. I'm not gonna go against the 30 billion guys. Don't worry about it. All right. We'll make sure we've got Madline here, because that'll wind up Will. An S tier T4 Holmes Young. Why not, brother? Let's see if we can beat this scrub. I know you don't, Will. I know you don't hate her. Oh, I forgot Ali goes to round 1. That's the problem with Basilisk, though. Ali, have you figured out the speed thing with Basilisk? Or do you just accept that he has to go first? No, I know you don't actually hate her. Because you obviously acknowledge she's good. You obviously think that she's well overrated, right? Which is fair enough. Because to be fair, she's overrated in that she can't be underrated because everyone thinks she's the best thing since sliced bread. But I still like her. He's so good. Vago, by swiping a credit card, my man. He hasn't got any X tiers though. So Rake's still sitting there thinking, what a noob. Fair enough. Tiana, isn't this the guy? Isn't this the guy that got beaten in an argument by is that him? He said that because he said he thought I said that Finn was rubbish, and so him and Maisie were arguing in Rake's thingy. Isn't that this one? I hate the fact you've just said that the way you've just said that, because you're acting like I don't know what, and I don't even know what some of the skins are, dude. Right. So we need Sylvie's what we're saying, right? Oh, Sylvie's. I hate these skins. That's Sylvie, right? What did you say you pick? Hold on. Sylvie, Baz. Wukong. Vesa, PD, LBRM. Okay. Mate, I can't even tell who... Because I don't get all these bloody skins. I don't even know who Vesa is. Is that Vesa? Right. That's Vesa? LBRM. Sylvie slot 1. Bazzy slot 3. Yes. So is this what we want to rock? Oh no, you didn't say about you. We don't want Queen. Who do you want instead of Queen? Sorry. PDE. Right. Whose core we're using? I'm learning. We're all learning. Basilisk slot 2. You said slot 3. You said slot 3. That's okay. Whose core are we rocking these days? Oh, this looks a bit stinky with an A tier. W Vesa. I've still got Paco's one that he strong-armed me into buying. He didn't strong-arm me into buying. I offered to buy it. Ah, yeah, see, Finn shit. Get Maisie in here and tell her to go tell him. Oh, nice. Cinder, Paco. No, yeah, he's not. Paco was trying to sell. Oh, was that Rake that we just missed? Could we have thought... We're not obviously going to... Oh, no, it wasn't. Son just copied Rake. Scrub. Someone... So Paco said that he wanted to sell his Vesa, right? And I thought it looked like a good Vesa. So I was like, fine, I'll buy the Vesa. And I haven't built Vesa, so I've just got this random copy on my account. Damage. I'll see you later, dude. Have a good one. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it. Rake. Rake's too strong. Nah, to be fair, Immortal Toad's ahead of you, isn't he, Rake? I'm presuming. Like, that's wild, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what the next... Because I presume, like, Rake... Because what we're really early on. We're only Friday, aren't we? It's crazy that Toad is so far ahead power level. Rake, what would your power level look like here if you were on the leaderboard here? Out of interest. Oh, there you go. Bless you. But as we said, only build homes young if you're not going to build Eloise. If you're going to build Eloise, don't pick. All right, don't pick homes young yet. Build one at a time. Building wide is what completely kills accounts. You're better off having your first account have like an E5 hero rather than 6 E1 heroes. Yeah, I still don't even get Cell Power. I still don't even get it. I've never really looked into it. But yeah, Toad's obviously on a different level, right? Which is crazy to think about. Crazy to think about. Ali, would it be possible... You won't be able to finish at first place. I fully understand that, right? Would you be able to push to first place? And just... Even if you're there for like a day. No, not a day. For like 10 minutes. Do you reckon... Not now. I'm thinking for like a video. Oh. IEA. Yes, Basilisk. Basilisk is an absolute beast. Got ya. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know about that side of it. What out of interest, why does it take ages to re-roll? Is there a costing or is there literally like a time sink part of it? Oh, he hasn't got a bench. That makes him stronger. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to win this fight, for instance, because he hasn't got a bench. I think he's been cheesing his power a little bit. But we'll see. Why is Sylvie used in endgame PvP? Is it her taunt? Or is it how much damage she can put out? Like, I don't get why she suddenly used so much in endgame. Yes, it's just it's interesting, isn't it? Because she's not really used before endgame. People don't really talk about her. I've got a Sylvie. I love Sylvie, but so what? It's a case of hammers and how many hammers you can get. Is that what we're saying? So there's a limit on how many you can buy. I've got her, Ali. To be fair, I've still got her. Clunky. I like, to be fair, the orange all damage dealt Transcendence chest. So it's difficult, but you don't want the pink treasure, man. Like, the pink treasure sucks. It's such a shame. That was a long fight. We're at round 5. Because what? I forget all the time. Yeah, so you can pick the oranges. I mean, mate, I'd be like, isn't one of these good though? Not that one. This is the good one, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, because you can get the all damage dealt. Yeah, I don't know, Clunk, because you can still get a good one. The thing is, the next good treasure series to come out is probably Strange Monster, depending if you're interested in PvP. And then it's like Alien Desert. So you've got ages between them. I don't know what the right answer is, mate. To be honest, I don't know what the right answer is. It's always nice to get a selection chest, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can, well, yeah, you can either pick this one, all damage dealt for Void campaign. That's the crap one, just terrible. Yeah, I presume another all damage dealt. So there is a couple of good pinks. I don't know. It's a difficult one. Yeah, there isn't Clunky. It's right in the middle of. But then the one thing I would say is you don't know what the next treasure series they're going to release is, right? Apex Mounts was disappointing, but who knows if the next one's going to be really good? I don't know. Yeah. Ali, I say this to you every time. Why have you not done this? I fully appreciate it's 3 cores, but it would annoy me logging in and seeing this every single time. Yeah, Randy, I like Strange Monster. I think Strange Monster is like a slept on treasure series. The crocodile's all damaged out, and there's speed and damage reduction. Dodge offset, sorry. So I think it's an okay one. It's not great, but it's fine. Controlled immunity reduces dot received. And then damage reduction, holy damage. And it's all of the PvP. All of the other PvP treasure series, if I remember correctly, are split, and it's really irritating. What's what? Oh. You're supposed to, if you just, yeah, but I've told you this before. If you just go onto the Discord, then you get the free stuff. It doesn't matter because it's irrelevant to you, but I'm surprised that you don't look at it and think, oh, I'm going to do it. No, the code never expires. The code never expires, so you can do it. I assure you can do it. Yeah, Clunky. It's a weird one, isn't it? Ali, what we'll do is, because I don't want to, I'm worried, right? Because I'm in streaming mode, I'm worried that I'm going to click on something I shouldn't click on. Like the Star Expedition, like your lineup or something, just because I'm going to go in autopilot, and I don't want to piss off the people in your proper guild that's really fancy because you're too good for us. And I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get you kicked out of the guild. But thank you for letting me use your account, as always, man. I can't wait to showcase your account. We're going to have to talk about it properly and figure out what we're going to do with it, because I think I might want to go for number 1. But then if I go for number 1 and fail, I can't then really post it. So no, but I mean, you've probably got it in the formation, haven't you? Yeah, Randy, he's too good. He's too good to me. Ali's always been really good to me. I love Ali. Oh, and did I tell you guys, I done that whole video, and I done it by hand, his card clash last month, trying to get the avatar, and couldn't get it. Ali would have smashed his way to it today, and he's got the avatar. He's got the card clash avatar, so yeah. Patricia isn't a better tenant for Basilisk because of her stuns and damage potential instead of Sylvie. No, because you can't run Patricia alongside Basilisk. You can run Sylvie alongside Basilisk. Like, there'd be no point running Patricia and Basilisk. Oh, okay, I'm just being stupid, Ali. As you know, I don't really use formations. Hey, Dusk's in the house. How you doing, man? I didn't think she was a tenant, to be honest. But I didn't want to say it because I thought it was just Sylvia Wukong. Then the more I'm thinking about it, I think he does have 2 tenants. No, yeah, he doesn't have Patricia as a tenant. I don't know who said that. Funny shorts. I don't know where you got Patricia from. It is just Sylvie and Wukong. I thought it was. Because they've all just got one trans hero, right? Yeah. Bless me. Thank you. Right. Yes, doing good, my man. We've done far. We've done far. I think I just thanked myself for blessing myself for sneezing. None of you blessed me. Yeah. Ah, Clunky. No, it wasn't you. It was World of Domination, but we can't get on his account. No, it was Clunky. Was it Clunky? Clunky, were you the young man telling me that you wanted to do the Dawn plan? Chat a bit slower. That's the way to. Yeah. Was it you that said because you were? No, it wasn't you. Okay, it was Chris. Okay, it was Chris. That's fine. Yeah. So you should only ever really use Grimoire material and Spiritual Essence. I think Destiny material you can do, but I wouldn't do it. Someone was saying that they were going to do cores. And it's just, it takes too long, so I really would recommend doing cores. Basically anything else you could do, I suppose. But I'm now fully stacked out on Spiritual Essence, so I don't need to do it. Rake wouldn't let me in his account. Rake, is Rake even Android? Can I just make a point? Can I just make a point? We've got 19 subs off of this stream, and sometimes we get none off a stream because it's all the same degenerates every single time. So how on earth have we got 19 off of this stream? That's crazy. Is 6 times campaign loot thing good? Yeah, Randy, 100%. It's like broken. I would say if you're going to spend any money, other than doing like the $15 relay and buying starry gems off of SG Hub, then it's the Dawn plan once a month. Because in terms of grid material, I don't think you get a better return. Maybe someone can prove me wrong with that. I don't think I am wrong with that. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just checking something out. Yeah, to all the new subs that have signed on today, how are you, by the way? Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. That's awesome. Yeah, for some reason, we never do very well with subs on streams. Is Rake not a member anymore? I thought Rake was a member. I don't know, to be honest, it doesn't. Yeah, do you know what? Ali, do you know what I'm literally looking at right now? I was looking at that, right? Because I swear Rake was a member. I looked earlier. I think he's on his different account. He's on his Rake Gacha account rather than his normal Rake account, so he's not coming up as a member. Because I was just thinking, I swear he was. That's literally what I was checking. Yeah. Rake was, to be fair, Ali and Rake done it on the same day. You were my first 2 ever channel members, which is cool. Oh, I still need to put Morax up so you've got a new banner. I still need to do that. What we're gonna do? We've been going 3 hours, gang. We're gonna last another 10 minutes. We're gonna last another 10 minutes. So if anyone has any questions or anything specific they want doing, let us know. Yeah, but Ali, you know that's not true. My opinion on that has changed, Clunky. Here's the thing. Getting your Grimoire up is obviously the most important thing. However, once you get to 150, you do need a hero infused to get to level 50 in the second book, and then you need 2 heroes infused to go forward. If you slack on the infusion stones, you end up in a position where I am now, where I am stuck at level 75 because I need 2 heroes fully infused. So I'm sitting here on a pile of both of these materials and can't use them. There isn't a magic ratio of when you should start doing infusion stones. On the Idle Heroes Discord, they recommend that you start doing it between level 80 and 100. Like, you start going like for like. There's so many variables. Like, Merry Carnival event, you could pick 4 or 6 of them. I can't remember which way around it was. If you're a spender or a free to play or light spender, like, there's so many variables into it. But they're both very important. Both very important. Oh, Dusk, you? Yeah, send me your details, brother. Someone like you can always have yours. Oh, do you know what we haven't done? Excalibur's not here tonight. We need to do Excalibur's, man. I keep on forgetting Excalibur. Like, his account. But no, Dusk, yeah, obviously you just send it through to me, man. And we'll get it on stream. But next week, not tonight, but next week. Yeah, but Samurai, that's what I'm saying. It is and it's not, because it's a really weird thing. You need to build the Grimoire up, but you need to have the infusion stone so you can get book 2 done. Book 2 isn't going to be a priority for you unless you're a spender, because otherwise it's going to take too long. And so it's really difficult to give advice. Yeah, Dusk, 100%, bro. Of course you can. Vaggio, sorry, man. Well, look, if you're going to make Holmes Young your first E5, then you pick Holmes Young. If you're making Eloise your first E5, you pick Eloise from the chest. No free-to-plays in Book 2. Brother, free-to-play ain't getting Book 2 for a long time. Yeah. I've recently started stocking up on the infusion stones. 6. So I need 5 more because Aspen's already got 3 on him. And then I can start upgrading the book. Yeah, so Dusk, free to play, level 93 on Grim 1. So that's when you'd start, from what everyone else has said, that's when you'd start then splitting off and doing like for like. No, Vago, no, because you won't have enough food to do it, bro. So you pick one or the other. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. I just want more of this, to be honest. I just want more of that. I don't want anything else. I need to think about this properly, because I presume it's going to be... I love this change. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the Legendary Terminal. Am I going to pick retro gaming again? Did I get far enough last time? Ugh. I'm probably not going to go heavy and hard into retro gaming again. Oh, sad. I've only got 2,995 points. I probably will have to go heavy into it again. So that's where it feels like I'm not going to put chests into that. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Dusk, I didn't know if I wanted to go heavy into it because you don't want it to be a waste, right? But this won't be a waste because I've still got the orange treasures. I've still got to get the maim. I've still got all... So that's fine. But at this point, I don't want to put all my pink treasures now into this, because by the time retro gaming comes around again, I'll have it maxed. And then if I get it, I'll just get the extra treasure crystals and that will suck. So at this point, I'm going to start spreading the wealth a little bit, I think. Book 2 next year. Yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah, so who... Right, we'll craft all. Yeah, baby. We just get that 4-star off rip. How? We didn't open that many treasure chests, did we? Am I going crazy? Hey? Yeah, hold on. But there's no way that I picked up enough to get 4. I would have needed to have got 8 of them. I didn't get 8 of the bunnies. Did I? Clunky, yes, almost certainly. Sorry, my brain's just got frazzled by that. Yes. Yep. It's always going to be... If you get a chance for increase your allies' energy by 20, it's always a great thing to do. More than anything else, I presume if you rack up enough of it, you can then drop an energy artifact for something else. Lucky cat. Like a lucky cat. Just in case you don't know what I mean the artifact, lucky cat. So yeah, it's always nice to have that. It's a really... And I did, in my Madline build guide video, I wouldn't recommend it. I mentioned that because it is a nice thing to have, right? Make sure we don't say any nice things when Will's still here. I don't know if Will's still here, but we both... Oh, by the way, I hope you guys are proud of me. I cleaned out the bag properly the other day. Look at this. Look, I cleared it all out. I built up all my heroes. Okay. I regress Betty, so I've got all of this. Madline build guide, don't. And I completed the Pokedex on Shadow. On Shadow, I completed it. Azrael was my last hero. I got really far into Abyss. I've got Gaggy and Morax left to do. In Fortress, Unimax, Sherlock, Sarja, and Luna, but I've got some copies of them here. And then in Forest, Gloria, Maria, Oberon. That's why you do. That's why you do Gaggy. Yeah, I like Gaggy. I would suggest, right, and I'm gonna do this for my beginner guide series. I feel like Gaggy would be a very sensible. If you wanted to go off meta, Gaggy would be a very sensible first one. I think Gaggy would be a very sensible first Transcendence hero if you're going off meta. Same as Sylvie. Sylvie could definitely do it as well. The issue obviously is that they don't then morph into your main team. Whereas if you went, obviously you go Wukong, he does it. Who else did I come up with the other day? Who else did I think about the other day? So it was Sylvie, Wukong, Clunky. Peace out, man. Thank you so much for joining and let me go on your account. I do appreciate you, man. I'll see you later. Bessa. Ayla Mac. Queen, kind of. Nah. Samurai. Retro Gaming. If you want to know more about Treasure Series, I did a guide on it. I did a video on it. And if you go on the video, it shows you what the different buffs are for all the different Treasure Series. And it kind of gives them a little rating. It's nothing too serious, but it's just a good way of introducing it. Because it's quite hard to go through each one and really look at it and all that stuff, right? So I'd go and look at that. And it tells you like what the series buffs do and stuff like that. So, for instance, Hero Merch is Tower of Oblivion speaks. So it gives you an idea of what the good ones, what the bad ones are. But Hero Merch, definitely. Retro Gaming, definitely. Pac-Man, how you doing, dude? How's work? Thank you so much for dropping in. Always nice to see you. No Spanish in the chat, please. No Spanish in the chat. 2 minutes till peace out. So if anyone's got any final questions, is anyone doing anything fun for Easter? Yeah, Paco, I bet you are, man. Yeah, because obviously Spain would have the time off as well. Very Spanish, isn't it? Yeah, Samurai. Unfortunately, right, the hero token's a bad shout. But you only know that in retrospect. It used to be the go-to. It's not the go-to now. Hero token's not the go-to. So yeah, it would be Alien Desert, Retro Gaming. Strange Monster is good for PvP. I wouldn't recommend you do that. Randy, where are you, Randy? There you are. I don't even know what my team is. Not that team. Right. Oh, yes, the thing is, I'm going to have Williams in the lineup, Randy. This isn't a fair fight. Obviously, we need Madeline in there because she's the best. Let's see how this goes. No, you didn't, Paco. No, you didn't. There you go. No worries. Make sure you join the Discord in the bio, my friend. Lots of helpful people there. It's sometimes easier to give advice there. You have the SS. Yeah. Yeah. Right. What was my... Do you know what's interesting about that screenshot that he had, right? It didn't show the lineups, did it? Do you know why? Because I had a Melissa and a Sylvie or something. I didn't even have a damage dealer on the team. So he's full of crap. Oh, go on, Williams. Go on, Williams. Don't stop. Oh, no. I thought he was going to do it. That was wild, though. That was so close. Right, guys and girls. It's been a blast tonight. It's been a good time. The event took me longer than normal. Yeah, good fight. I'll get you next time. I'll catch up with you guys over the weekend. Obviously, I'll be at home a little bit more because I've got stuff to do at home. Yeah, I am using that. But listen, all of you new members, all of you new subscribers, I appreciate you. I love you all for that. Other than that, have a fantastic Easter. Stay safe. VH out.